What did you do?
Kale pickles, that is accurate. Kale pickles, that is accurate.
Naked cowboys in the showers at a Ram Ranch. Big hard rounded cock want to be soft. 18 naked cowboys wanting to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at a Ram Ranch. On their knees wanting to suck cowboy cock. Ram Ranch really rocks. Woo!
Okay. Just one nipple.
Get ready to shave it!
Hey, you did
hair there. Very different.
That razor sucks.
You know what? Screw this shit.
This guy's never shaved
Oh
his
my
face.
god, he already gave up.
No, he's going for the. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
It's gonna go down his shirt.
All right.
It's gonna go down his shirt. He's gonna be itchy all night.
Yeah.
He's gonna be losing his mind, that fucking hair all over himself.
Should we make him leave
I
like
told-
some dirty stash?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So he does get fucking arrested for standing outside the school.
Yeah, we know you hear us. That's the fun of it.
I hope it goes.
Never gonna get stuck.
All right, I can narrate this. I could be like, ladies and gentlemen, as you see, this is the first stage of the transition.
Oh, just leave the mustache.
Ew,
Just
it's
leave
so
the mustache.
gross. Leave the mustache.
Leave the mustache.
Get rid of the soul
Yes.
patch. Leave the mustache.
Just leave the mustache. Oh, he does have a chin.
He's looking more and more like Vouch every time everything he would.
I was just gonna.
No.
He looks like the guy from Toy Story 2.
This is Al from Al's Toy Barn.
He does. He does. He stole Woody. He the first time he probably stole some wood.
A few moments later.
Now look in the camera. Just look right in the camera.
Oh
Okay,
my
guys,
God.
recap that. There's your mug shot. There's the mug shot.
All right.
Gotcha.
Please, somebody please send that to me in a DM. Someone please send that to me. I want that.
You're looking at
When are you gonna learn not to listen to when I tell you to do something?
I didn't do it. That's the thing. This was Adam. This is other
Yeah.
Adam. Gay Adam.
No, it was.
In a world of truck stops where the neon lights gleam, there's a hero whose adventures are more than they seem. Ballbusters is the name, and Dermy's the guy, with bunny women chasing him. All right, Ballbusters, oh Ballbusters.
The mug shot, one of my proudest moments ever. And you to look right in that camera. I love it.
How long did it take for you to grow back the beard, Dermy?
Adam? I don't remember.
It was like 4 months, and you're still in your jihadi phase.
I need to trim it up again. Okay, it's getting a bit big. I need to go to the barber.
A bit jihadi.
Yeah, a big jihadi.
Yeah,
La 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 la. You know.
Yeah, that's good.
Should I be calling myself a jihadi after my rant on this is Mordor country?
Yeah, because that was a rant about you were a German man in that one. You weren't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just trying to figure this stuff out. But anyways, welcome all to Ballbusters. It's Friday. We got some topics. We got some things. We're just insane and we're all toxic here because that's what we are. We're all toxic fans and toxic people and things like that. So I'm trying to figure out my words right now. I'm retarded and I'm running on fumes. But anyways, I'm happy to see you all here and I'm happy to have all the friends and people in chat. But Static, how are you doing?
Doing well, ready for the weekend. Actually, I'm already exhausted, so probably a lot of sleeping this weekend. And just want to shout out my Rumble channel because next Thursday we'll be doing a Rumble exclusive for the weekend pregame where we will be going over the wonderful topic of Pizzagate. So go check out my Rumble channel.
See, saying it on YouTube, I think, is very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's your channel. Who gives a fuck?
That's true.
There's things that get said on this channel already.
Like Jungle
We're not
Monkey.
2 hours in. We can't say the F slur.
We can say Jungle Monkey.
You don't wait 2 hours sometimes.
That's true.
He's sober though.
Yeah.
Ish.
I haven't drank a lot in a while. I feel like we need to fix that. Anything else, Static?
Fuck you, Dermy.
Okay, that works. Speaking of people, I'm not even going to go down that one.
Oh.
Adam, how are you doing?
Go ahead. Fine. Just do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Yeah, you know you want to.
Nope.
Hi.
I pulled up.
I'm not going to take that one either. Hi. Yeah. Rings of Power's over. At least reviewing it's over. We got two more shows of that one to go in terms of covering it. But real quick, because I keep forgetting to do it, if you could just share my screen. Now that Rings of Power is over, Mordor Country is almost done, which means we're going back to Saturday Night Drive-In in 2 weeks. You guys can vote on what movie Jed and I are going to watch. Equilibrium seems to be winning, but things can still change. Legatus, I know you have the link, so you can put that out there. Go ahead and vote, guys. We appreciate your support. You guys gave it to us. The third party chose the top 5, and this is what we got going on right now. So it'll be running until, I know I have the wrong date up there. It's going to be going until Sunday night, and then next week when we come back, we're driving, we'll be watching likely Equilibrium, it looks like. But so go ahead and vote, guys. Help us out. We'll be doing this once a quarter. Because it works. If it's going to work, we're doing once a quarter. Other than that, we're here to be retarded tonight. All I can say is fuck you, Dermy. I got nothing else. Fuck you, Dermy.
I mean, you could tell me to go to a camp, but no, that you
keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Well, I'll keep going down to our Squatch fucker. Cloud, how are you? God damn it. I don't have Gal here. My brain's not functioning. And Static's a bad tard wrangler.
I'm doing all right.
Static doesn't care. That's why.
I'm here for the shit show.
That's true. But Cloud, anything to report? Any...
Not really. We'll go to the Fellowship Discord.
Go to
tomorrow.
the Fellowship Discord tomorrow. They're going to be watching the thing.
Yeah.
Cloud.
If I live under a rock and I haven't seen it.
Cloud.
Wait, what?
Well, besides that, I could torch you over that too. But why do you have succubus wings?
I told you the AI gave it to me.
Well, yeah, but now you have to tell me live.
Look, I put in Cloud dressed up as for Halloween, and that's what I got.
Is this the only time you tried it? I mean, did you try again?
I tried it a few times. This was the least gayest one.
This is the best one?
Yeah, everything
really?
else. made me look like a
All right.
raging homosexual.
I am going to boot up my local AI generator, and I'm going to make something new for Cloud. So if I disappear, it's because my processor is being chewed up.
I'm opening up Mid-Journey.
We have to help
I'm
Cloud
opening
here.
up Mid-Journey. This is insane. But as we open stuff up and figure stuff out, because Cloud, what the hell? We're gonna introduce our special guest, Rosie. How are you doing, love?
Fantastic. Happy Friday to everyone. I'm so excited for the weekend. And by the way, I have to say, Adam, I love your part of that intro because I'm a huge Pogo fan and I'm a huge Star Trek fan, and I freaking love. That's actually my ringtone.
Really?
That song is my ringtone, but nobody ever hears it because my phone's always on silent. But that's my ringtone, and then I have Commander Rikers saying the, red alert as my,
Oh yes.
It's a
minor-
shame we couldn't get you on. We had a show Engage, and Pogo was our outro, and we were working on an animated image with all of us in a shuttlecraft dancing to it, but we
That's
never got
amazing.
around to it. But yeah, it's we thank Bug. Bug made this intro for us for this one. Although I think it's time to can we not call me old Adam anymore? I mean, I'm the only one left on the show now.
What
But you're
happened to
still
new
old.
Adam?
I don't know.
So
He talks politics now.
yeah.
Oh,
So do I.
Oh.
well, it's kind of
Do you?
hard. It's kind of hard in the election year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of hard, but we love new Adam. Wait, no, gay Adam, whichever Adam it
It was
is.
gay Adam.
We love
Yeah,
him.
that was gay, Adam.
Yeah.
And Cloud. I
Yeah.
literally just got a much better
Let's see
Cloud
it.
Halloween costume.
Let's see it.
All it took was Mid-Journey. Took me a little.
I don't have Mid Journey.
Shit. That's Sephiroth Cloud though. That's like
Yeah.
It's Cloud dressed up as Sephiroth.
The colors are too muted.
yeah.
Like it's all blended together too much. And that would make it hard to pop on his little avatar.
Although, I mean, he has two wings, so
And
still, you're right. It is kind of washed out a little bit, too pale.
Listen, the other three that he popped up weren't really that good either. That was the best one out of the four, so I could rerun it again. But it's simple click. I don't know how much to spend a month on this. Oh wait, you don't have money. But anyways, any Joe, tell the peoples who you are.
Yes, I am a small-time YouTuber. I am a co-host of Wing Wednesdays with X-Wing, and I game sometimes. But I actually started out as a Second Amendment advocate. I used to have a YouTube channel and used to do really cool things like travel around the U.S. and speak on the Second Amendment and all that in my past life. But yeah, that's basically me in a nutshell.
Well, you don't speak on Second Amendment stuff anymore?
No, I used to do quite a spoke in DC. I spoke at a big Second Amendment rally. I used to be like a public speaker that was asked to go like across different states to go to different gun events. I haven't. I kind of left the gun industry after my life changed a little bit. So I might get back into it at one point, but I'm taking a little bit of a hiatus from everything that I used to do for a little while. So
that's understandable.
I wish I could
sometimes you
take a
need
break from Jeremy.
Don't we all?
Well, I can assist with that, but then I'd probably
You're going to go in the
jail.
closet and get on the chair and, do it? Can you do it?
You know what?
Is
I
he-
think it's a
is he
little bit too
standing
early in
on
the
the
stream
chair?
to.
There's only like 4 of us here. I'm trying to generate the stupidity all by
Who the
myself.
hell is everyone?
Well,
Shock's asleep.
I'll say
Shock's
that
asleep. We know
Shock's
Shock's
asleep.
asleep.
We always
Shock.
know Shaka Zulu is passed out. Bugs, I don't know. Alf is probably at work. Gal is sick, sadly enough, so I told her to take the night off because I'm a good dictator. Okay, I make sure that my subordinates take the time off that they need it if they actually do. Okay, but
I mean, you're
then
the
I'm
only
left
one
with
I can
Static
fight
who
with
doesn't-
right now. So I'm doing the best I can.
well, I mean, we could probably pick up some more fights. I mean, if Static say something controversial. Did I say that?
Everything is Square Enix's fault.
Oh, you fucking cock. Well, okay. Let's get into the first top. What?
No, do
What
it.
was-
I guess we're going there. We're going there.
Well,
Wait, what are you? We're not going to Square Enix. That's later.
You don't have to go in order. You can go wherever you want.
I'm fine. Well, it's because we're talking about Square Enix.
I mean, do you go in order when you're at the truck stop?
There's a line.
Yeah, so you kind of have to.
I love that you roll with that, Dermy.
Yeah, you just got to roll with it sometimes. You can't. You can't, show that it affects you or anything like that. You just
I mean, it hurts whenever he tells me to like get in a shower, even though I know there's going to be no shower. It's just going to be, a gas chamber. I'm fine with it. I accept it.
Well, I mean, you're also a chef. I can tell you to go help.
Go in an oven. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're so creative. Say hi to the chat, moron.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to say hi to the chat. We have super chats. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
See, I'm brain dead without Gal, and Static's just here for the shit show.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Be Gal.
What the
See,
fuck
she just
does
said
do?
it. See, I said it before she even said it. See, I'm doing Gal's job.
Your job is to recognize that I fuck up and I need to say hello to the chat.
I will, dude. I don't even remember say hi to the chat in my own show.
You're gonna piss her off so much she's gonna come in here even though she's not.
I was already planning on counting the squats though as they came in.
Yeah, great. But Legatus Legionist was here at the beginning. We also have Dom H. Shout out to you, Dom. And Dom did give 10 Derby Wormy memberships.
Oh, let's go.
How many squats is that?
I don't know. I think that's wait, is
20
that a shot?
We'll say 20.
Wait,
why don't we say 20? Let's have fun with it.
No, I think that's 10. But is that a shot?
20 would be better.
I think that's a shot. So I have my shot.
So do you do
10's a
alcohol
shot.
and squats for money at the same time?
Yes.
He also shocks himself.
Around the same. Yes, I also shock myself, which is I need to add this. Remember, at $100,
He's a
I
whore
take
for
a
money.
shock. I literally shock myself. I have a dog collar.
He's a horse for money.
Yes.
Yeah. But yes, well, thank you, Dom, for the 10 gifties. And then he also, for member 6 months, does fires. We also have JS Pena in chat. I'll get everything set up. Cliff Anderson is over on Rumbles. Did I say hello to Kel? I don't remember. Well, there you go again. Naughty Little Demons is in chat. That's a new one. Excuse me. We have Conan the Barbarian. Kel gifted 5 Derby Wormy memberships, so that's more squats.
You're up to 20.
I'm up to 20. Jesus Christ. Obviously, Gal, get on here. Weasel's here. Bug says, "Fuck you, Dermy. I do what I want." Okay. I don't give a shit. Cash Caster's here, and then Kratos El Grado says Dermy fat.
Yes.
I'm counting
yeah.
15 squats. Your math isn't mathing because it's 5, unless I missed something. I'm trying to help Dermy out, unless we're trying to get him to do more squats.
We're trying to get more squats.
10.
Oh, gotcha. 20.
See, Gal's not here, so Dermy, get back on diet. I'm helping.
Why don't you get on diet? But there was also
because my foot hurts.
Actually, there is 20 because there was a Stream Elements.
Ooh.
And I just see the name right now and I'm scared. Crap Tits Fuckface just tipped it $20 on Stream Elements. Have you been aware of what our Stream Elements are like, Joe?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're safe right now. They get graphic.
Yeah.
And
We haven't hit the stairs yet.
It's a bad time
No.
for Jeremy.
No, the Stream Elements is dangerous. But Crap Tits Fuckface says, have you ever been so far as to even pretend to even want to go do more like?
What?
What?
I just had a Kamala Harris moment, so there's that.
Isn't
That's a bite.
That's a viral Vine or something, right? Like where the little kid has it. Have you ever done like he does this like
oh god
incomprehensible little speech?
Yeah, it's also a Dermy moment where somebody said the exact words of that thing when I'm drunk off my ass.
Okay,
had me read it.
You have to understand when Dermy was a full-blown alcoholic, there was a fellow with show up called Hiccup Dermy. Think like Beardo reading chats with hiccups.
Okay.
and it was great. Unfortunately, we haven't seen him for a while, but you do have a member chat, Jeremy.
Yeah.
we knew this one was coming last month.
Jeremy Squeaky Stairs, member for 9 months. Jesus Christ. Jeremy, your parents have started already. They're using whips and chains this time.
Okay, I think we have to enlighten Joe on the lore on this one. So
I'm guessing your parents are BDSM people. I'm assuming
Well,
also your parents don't watch the show.
No, his parents are adventurous. We'll say that. But you see, there came a point where we learned that Jeremy's parents like to have sex on the stairs outside his door while he's streaming.
No, this is bullshit lore that they just made up. It's not real.
But it is
canon.
It's squeaking. The stairs squeak. And so the stairs decided to, inform us of what was going on. And so Jeremy's squeaky stairs were born.
Joe, it gets graphic. It gets very, very graphic.
He had to raise
It
the
gets-
dono amount for him to read them.
Wait,
See,
that
there is a
gum
loophole.
Or is those Zins?
Zin.
Okay. What flavor do you do? I see blue.
Peppermint.
Hmm.
Peppermint 6, and I put 2 in because I'm a real man.
Oh no, I would die.
It's the best way. And I got another stream elements from scantily clad Jap Chap.
Huh?
That sounds racist.
Oh, okay. Yes, it is racist, and I have to read it in angry Japanese samurai voice. Replace L's with R's. Wait. Okay.
Hello, my reverie people. I wiggled up my little bum, and the ladies love to rook. They strap it like a drum and kiss it like a cook. Try not to be loud. I'm in the middle of your mouth.
That sounded more like a pirate.
It morphed into you became Scottish less Irish at the end. So
I don't know what the hell I was reading there, but
it was gay. Just leave it at that.
I think so. Well, speaking of things that are gay, let's pull up one of these first topics. Let's do. Wait, no, this doesn't make sense for gay. You know what's gay is calling people toxic. That's what's gay. And we had a little thing from Variety come out today. By the way, I figured out that little thing that means I don't have to pull it up automatically anymore. Well, I can pull it up automatically again. I found that setting. But toxic fandom, how Hollywood is battling fans who are just out for blood, from social media boot camps to super fan focus groups. So yay, toxic fandom's back. Basically, long and short of it is because the media is dying, because things like Acolyte is failing and Rings of Power and stuff like that, they're just blaming toxic fans. But at the same time, they're saying toxic fans are such a minority that they don't actually have any influence, but shows are failing because we have no influence. Adam?
All right. This one is amusing for so many ways, because the way I've interpreted it, I've been trying to figure out how to come at this one all day long. And the way I look at it is this. As we get deep into this article, they talk about, you see right there, the Superfan focus group, and Discussing Film did the tweet, which is what they're all using. Oh, there you go. You got one right there. They're using this one. All the stands are using this one to come at everybody with all the shit today. And they're all saying, oh my God, because they're going to listen to the toxic nerds now, because they assume we're the super fans. First of all, let's not forget what happened the last time superfan term was used in relation to Rings of Power, and that was a glorious disaster where those people weren't actually fans of anything. They were Pokemon fans who were brought in to be, and Magic fans were brought in to be fake Tolkien fans. But they think that we're the super fans and that we're the ones they're going to bring these focus groups to, when they don't seem to realize that the corporations, everything's in the state is in because they've essentially been the super fans that the studios and the corporations, Disney, that they've been catering to the whole damn time. So now for them to say, oh my God, I mean, if you share mine, I've been collecting these today for when I deal with this on Sunday. So there's some of the favorites I've collected today. I've made this point before on here, but the moment you start doing this, you're no longer making art, but you should take part in one-sided game of playtime where you let the loudest child control everything. Okay, so who have been the loudest children for the past 6-7 years? Oh, them.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say the people that rant and rave when their ideology isn't front and center in any little thing.
Yeah. They're the ones who have complained about more racism, more inclusion, more diversity. So I got a note here. When I started this business, we told stories. In the end, we'll just be making even I can't say the generative AI Happy Meals for the loudest racists and misogynists. Wow. Didn't take them long to basically say that they're going to cater to the racists and the misogynists. When last time I checked, I haven't received a call from Disney about anything. Of course, I'm your standard white racist. I hate everything.
Didn't Ashley Lynch just go after Vera Dark as well for her simple opinion that game journalists should actually play games?
I don't know. I didn't follow that one. You'll have to.
I need to go back and look at my.
We got more. Here's another one. These are random ones I found. These are randos that I found on my timeline. This might just be the worst idea I've ever heard. Ever. I can't stress how awful an idea this is. So we want nothing surprising, edgy, or exciting anymore. Translate. We want nothing that's going to keep being gay, that's going to keep being agenda-driven, or massively political, pushed in the right ideology that they want.
Well, to your point, I have a video on this guy coming out tomorrow discussing toxic fandom and things like this. This is Mr. Tard, who's a Doctor Who person who quote tweeted Variety saying, cutting through the euphemisms, in particular terms, this means less women, less POCs, less LGBTQ people in media because conservatives literally can't handle it and won't stop crying. We don't have any power.
Well, my issue is if you go back to the picture from the first article that you showed from Variety, those fandoms were all very diverse. Like, it's not just, I have heard people say, this is all incel, white, conservative males causing this, the misogynist. But if you look at my left, that little couple right there, white girl, 2 black people, that is Bridgerton. Okay, and I'm going to be a typical female right now and say I've read that fucking series and I watched that fucking show and I have looked up, I watched that and I was like, oh my God, they completely butchered Francesca's story. She's supposed to be one of the Bridgerton girls who gets married, her husband dies, and then she falls for her husband's cousin. And they completely they haven't even, that's next season, but they introduced the cousin as a fucking woman. A black woman. It's it's like you can like make things a little edgy, okay, put in, different races if you want to, but when you're changing, you're now making a character gay that women have been reading these books forever. And let's be realistic, women's porn is basically like romance novels. Like that's what we do. Like I swear.
Fabio.
Yeah.
Fabio back in the day.
Yeah. So like we get emotional attachment to these characters. Like that's one of my favorites, and because of it's just a slow burn kind of thing. Like she feels guilty about it. It's a great book, in the sense of the shit writing, but it's a great book if you like into getting, slow burn romances, and you completely change it, and that's like there's a completely different fandom. This is not incel conservative men. That is 40 to 50-year-old horny white women, brown women, Hispanic women, whatever. That's just women. You're messing with our romance novel fantasy. That is not the same genre of nerd or incel or conservative man. Like, if that's happening and you look this up online, people hating the last season, people putting petitions out there, you can't keep having the same talk tracks of it's this conservative white male misogynistic blah 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 blah. No, it's like you're messing with the stories that people love. The same way that they mess with Star Wars, the same way that when they mess with Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings. This is the theme here is you're taking something that someone loves and you're destroying it. You're inserting your own truth into things and people have a problem with it. That's the theme.
Well, yeah, and you're 100% right. And you can take this moment from House of the Dragon, for example. My biggest criticism with this is you guys didn't lay enough groundwork.
It was what the fuck?
It, and
it was like,
it was
why
kind
are they doing this?
It was a forced moment that one isn't in source material, but they've completely diverged from the source material to the point that and the show's not bad. It's just like this is a what the fuck moment, like Adam said, but nobody gives a fuck that there's gay characters in House of the Dragon, considering last season, which is source material accurate, there was 2 gay guys that kissed and implied that they have sex a lot. Nobody gave a fuck.
Here's the thing. I mean, Joe talked about it. All these franchises have dedicated fans, and a lot of them have been diverse forever. I mean, Jeremy full streaming or static full streaming, full streaming. To bring that, since Joe mentioned Star Trek earlier, I mean, this was always diverse in every way, shape, or form. There was, and fans were always happy to naturally be inclusive. No one was excluded. But they want to pretend that they want to pretend Star Wars, they want to pretend all these things that had, you can take me down now, pull me back. They want to pretend that all these things that existed for the past 40, 50, 60 years even, we can go back to Doctor Who, 60 goddamn years, that these things were never diverse, that they only, no, I'm not that far gone. But no, they want to pretend that these things didn't exist and that it's only since New Trek came around that it got diverse. Only since Leslie Headland and Dave Filoni and all these people started making new Disney Star Wars that only then it's diverse and natural. No, it was always like this, and nobody cared because you know what? These are, 1, fictional characters, and 2, they were all good stories.
I mean, you can even go back a generation and say O'Hara was a black female, and hey, that was the OG series. So we've been telling diverse stories for all time. We've never had issues about it. I grew up with my favorite superhero movie. I've watched Blade 1 maybe 50 times in my life. I can quote that movie. I was talking to in some chat with Jen Saska, like my first rave in college was disappointing because there was no blood coming down from the ceilings and vampires getting, having a feast. So that, and I didn't care. I did not care. It was cool. Like there was not even a comment about, oh, well, he's black. Like who cares? That's the story. If you want to make black stories, if you want to make gay stories, then create them from scratch. Don't take source material that exists already and then insert things that were not supposed to be there. And if you do that, no one gives a fuck. Everybody loves Blade. No one has to make a comment about him being black.
No. And I mean, Dermy's a child, so he won't know this, but Static will remember this. In the 90s, what were the top goddamn sitcoms in the country, in the world?
Family
Fresh
Matters?
Prince of Bel-Air,
Oh,
Family Matters.
Yeah.
All these shows in living color. All these shows with massively primarily black casts were beloved. It was tune-in television. You were there watching these things.
Adam, I'm
Hanging
going to
with
need your help.
Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
Hey,
Adam, I'm going to need your help with.
How about this also?
Mr. Cooper was good. They dropped the ball in the final season.
Oh
more
god,
with-
last season was bad.
With the music side, everyone loved Michael Jackson.
King of Pop.
Well, he turned white, so there's that.
That's true. No, when Michael Jackson passed away in my hometown, we have a demolition derby every year. There was a Michael Jackson memorial car for the demolition derby. That's how impactful he was in a majority white little rural Kansas town. People naturally like these characters. People naturally like good characters, whether they're black, gay, whatever. And to Adam's point, I grew up early 2000s. I'm the oldest part of Gen Z, whatever. I got to see like Static Shock. Static Shock was about a black superhero and his best friend was gay and nobody had a problem. Not one person, because they were good characters. Like we had this stuff, and now they try to act like we freak out at just the smallest little moments. So, like, you can come down here, and we mentioned the House of the Dragon part, but episode 2 females kissing, and an episode of Last of Us focusing on gay couple were both review bombed. That episode of The Last of Us was focusing in on 2 gay couples that, you know, we knew they were gay in the game, but you were diverting from the actual story of The Last of Us, which was supposed to be Joel and Ellie, and not, I cannot remember these 2 people's names off the top of my head, but not their story. But you have an entire episode based on their gay romance, meeting up in a zombie apocalypse, and literally having tea parties in the zombie apocalypse. To the point that, yeah, people didn't like the episode that you focused in on the gay guys and not the father-daughter romance aspect. And it's just insane to me to think that fans of properties, if they criticize something, they're immediately deemed toxic just because they're criticizing a certain political belief system. And I was removing parts of this, but I had a back and forth with Mr. TARDIS. And I got him to say what he thought justifies somebody being a toxic fan, and Mr. Bug's loading in. Hey, Mr. Bug, how are you?
Wait, did you get guilted into coming on here?
Hello.
No, probably not.
Did you get guilted by Dermy? Did you feel guilty, Bug?
No, I never feel guilty with Dermy.
That's fair, but I have Mr. TARDIS admit to this about what makes somebody a toxic fan. And this dramatic reenactment of yours, it's the people who got visibly upset at disabled POC people being on TV, or the MP, and he's British, so he starts to talk about British politics that I know nothing about. But take note of him mentioning disabled people. And I called him on this, and I said, then you must call Russell T. Davies. Oh, I don't have it. Damn it.
You had it before.
I had it before, but he has to then call Russell T. Davies, who's one of the current showrunners, a toxic fan, because Russell T. Davies took Davros away from being in a wheelchair and a life support system because he didn't like how crippled people were being portrayed on TV, and he cried about it. So Russell T. Davies is inherently a toxic fan, but Mr. TARDIS won't say that because Russell T. Davies shares his political views. The term only applies to people that you disagree with politically. That's all it is. And if you speak ill about one thing that they don't like, you're a bad person. And if you speak ill of something else, and they agree with you, you're a good person.
Absolutely. I have a question though that's always kind of boggled me. So gender bend is one way of doing this, but I've actually never heard anyone, at least that I know of, have an issue with, for instance, the Battlestar Galactica remake, which is one of my favorite shows, and I love Starbuck, female Starbuck. No one has an issue with it, and I don't know what it is about that show that didn't break people's minds with such a deviation from the original story.
I wasn't happy when it came out as a guy who was into the old school one back then. I mean, the entire show really didn't land with me as a whole, but I didn't rant and rave. I just went, okay, Asian boomer instead of black boomer, fine, I guess. And then, listen, Katie Sackhoff did pull it off as Starbuck. She pulled it off and won hearts and minds. But in the end, you're absolutely right, though. Nobody cared because at least I feel like the final season did really jump the shark card because I went back and watched it.
Well, the final season was during the writer's strike. They took a massive diarrhea on that show.
Yeah. Just that ending is just, man.
I still can't get over what they did to Sam, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, but I understand what you're saying. But I can't say I was somebody who wasn't on board, but then again, I didn't shit on it. I just walked away. I said, I gave it a season and a half. And I said, I'm not into it. And then I caught up on when it was towards the end, just because, so I could be informed. But to your point, I didn't rant and rave. I didn't say it's over. It's so you shouldn't watch this because they broke it. I just walked away because to use the phrase that I hate we all to use, it wasn't made for me as someone who really liked the original 1970s version. But
you know what? I think Brad one has a point here, and I don't care about either one of them. I've seen both. But Brad has a point. The difference was that was the early 2000s, and no one was promoting the identity politics back then, which is true. But I also think maybe good storytelling can justify changes and stuff. Can
And
justify
good acting too.
doing stuff.
I mean,
And, yeah,
the show was acted brilliantly. I'll give it that. And everybody
take Heimdall from Thor, for example. He was played by
Idris Elba.
Yeah. Listen, I'm awful with names and best with faces, but he
Gal
was
isn't
played by
here. I'm
Idris
doing her
Elba.
job. I know.
Yeah. He was played by Idris Elba. Nobody had a problem with that, except for a handful of people that were really dedicated to the comics. But most people were like, it's Idris fucking Elba. Nobody's going to care.
Mhm.
Nobody has a problem with this. And we weren't being inundated with changes, and just changes for the sake of politics. It was changes back then for the sake of best person for the role, which I wish we could go back to. And I don't think we can go back to, sadly. Heck, even in
you can't go back to that now because the well's been poisoned. Even if you have people that say, "Oh, it's the best person for the job," I don't believe you. You want a good example? Matt Reeves' Batman. Okay, he claimed that he found the best person for the job for people like Catwoman and Commissioner Gordon, but I knew he was specifically looking for a colored actress for Catwoman. So I don't believe you then, Reeves. So when people say that argument, I don't believe you anymore. And it's even worse in case of animation, because when they do that shit, it's like, no. You have full control of every pixel, so you cannot say, it was no. You have every control of everything that goes on that screen, so I know why you did that, and it wasn't for a story reason.
Bug, as a superhero guy, you know damn well nobody gave a shit when Justice League came out and they made Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Nobody freaking cared because Jon Stewart's a fucking badass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no one really cared. It was like, hey, here's Jon Stewart. Here's another Green Lantern. People liked him. People enjoyed him. He was written real well.
Oh, so good,
You know
good in
what?
Justice League.
I was not going to pull this one up, but I think there's an argument here, but at the same time, I don't think it's a big argument. Mr. Tardis also tweeted this out because he wasn't getting much traction on his initial tweet. I want folks to understand that we wouldn't in a million years get movies like Into/Across the Spider-Verse with this mentality. And I kind of disagree simply because, yes, there's comic book fans like Bug, for example, that hate Miles Morales because he's Miles Morales.
Well, okay, I want to let's all right. I don't mind.
Maybe hate's a little bit of a strong word.
I dislike the modern interpretation. I think Miles can be done well, but yeah, it need to be written well. In the sequel movie, it was pretty bad, and there's a lot of stuff with that movie that I didn't enjoy, like throwing in black pregnant Jessica Drew for some fucking reason and making her look like Misty Knight, which was stupid. A lot of the stories and a lot of the animation, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That movie practically almost gave me a fucking seizure the first 30 seconds. You need to stop with that type of jumpy, flashy animation. It's like just flashing colors. This isn't the episode of Pokemon that got banned in Japan because it gave kids seizures. You need to stop with that. I want to be able to see things, And especially, I want to be able to watch a movie with the lights turned off in my room and not have to worry about being on the floor drooling, just like
flashbang.
I'm gonna clip out that sound effect that you just did because that was perfect. But I was taking this in a different direction because I think, other than comic book fans and maybe some culture war individuals, most people, like the general public, view Miles Morales in a positive light, and they think that. I know you don't. I'm saying most people outside of you, Adam, outside of us on the internet, I think they do. And my justification for that is during the South Park Pandaverse episode, they specifically have Kyle say Miles Morales is a different character. He has his own arcs, his own story, his own justification, his own character. I think that is the general consensus for the public, even though I disagree with it.
It doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. But again, we're doing general public, not us. Okay. So I
my
actually
big issue is
disagree
if
with
they
this point.
just named him, like if they just didn't call him
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man, I think we would have a better.
Well, I wouldn't care
feeling
then.
toward it. Yeah,
I wouldn't care. But they called him Spider-Man. They gave him part of his rogues gallery. They rehash his stories that Peter did 20 years ago, 30 years ago, in current day modern day Spider-Man. So that's why I don't like Miles Morales, because he's got nothing original. If you give him, like you said, give him his own name, his own costume, not just a recolored. What I hate is that I do like the black costume. I do like that.
I like that.
It is appealing.
Costume.
It looks good.
I don't like the spray paint spider though.
Yeah, but give him his own costume, his own rogues gallery, and give him his own arcs, and just don't put him in New York. Put him someplace else. Give him his own identity, and then I wouldn't even care. But when you repurpose everything that is Peter Parker, Spider-Man, into Miles Morales, that's what bugs me. I mean, I know it was, I think it was earlier this year. They couldn't, apparently, from what I understand, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, because I was only going by bits and pieces. He had a fight with Venom, but it was like Eddie Brock's son with the Venom symbiote, and it's why?
Don't even bother with it. I'm gonna tell you right now, from someone who's looked at that, it's a convoluted, confusing mess. You want nothing to do with it, and explaining it does not help you.
Bug actually needs your help. Spider-Man 2099. That's its own version of Spider-Man, right? That people accept and like.
Well, yeah, it was a.
Isn't he Latino?
He's half Hispanic, half Irish.
And people like him and accept him.
Yeah, they've always liked him and accepted him because, like, here's the thing: he's his own thing. He's the equivalent of Batman Beyond. He's in his own specific timeline. He has a different array of villains. Yeah, a lot of them are just Venom 2099, Scorpion 2099, but they're different enough to distinct. They are Miguel's villains. They are his rogues arcs, and he's pretty good on his own. People like him. People enjoy his stories,
And the reason I said that was because the fact that people like Spider-Man 2099, and I'm of the opinion, I think general audiences do like this, that this whole point here is null. Like, you would still have this stuff. You would still have this stuff. Things.
I'm going to say what I said to you, though, before the show. If they'd have been Peter Parker, that movie would have made 10 times more money.
Probably.
If they'd made Peter Parker and not Miles Morales.
Probably. But people are still very positive about it. And we're having a different argument altogether. But what I'm saying is, like, his point is essentially null. Like, it doesn't make logical sense. It doesn't flow right. You're just
stop saying null. It just makes me think of the new Venom movie.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. We're not even talking about Joker 2 here, okay? We're not doing it. I'm done with all that stuff. I'm so tired of it. But
I'm glad you didn't force us to watch it.
Well, I think there's also another aspect to it, is the fact that I'm still trying to figure out how, like, what marketing person, what study came out, like, who came up with the concept or the theory, hey, if we market to this small time, like, they think that if we market to gays and diversity, we drop those key words during our press tours, that we're going to have, booming success, because this is all money, okay? Studios don't actually give a fuck about if, these particular things. They care about money. At the end of the day, dollars in, dollars out, right? At least as a business, I hope that's what they believe in. But I think somewhere along the line, somebody fucked up and they said, gay shit sells. And then that's why you have press conferences for The Acolyte where you say, this is the gayest show ever. Then you have that fucking witch show. I already forgot what it's called. Agatha, thank you. This is the most queer show ever. And then we're all supposed to be like, oh my God, I'm going to sign up and watch that. It's like, no, that's actually the opposite. Now it's like, oh God, not another shoving it down my throat, about these ideals. And I think that's also part of why we are so adverse to these things, because it's so heavy-handed and just one, also bad storytelling and bad acting. Amanda Stenberg can't act her way out of a paper
No.
bag.
No.
And two, it's the fact that it is just smacking us across the face with this "you will care about this" kind of mentality that is so annoying. Whereas
So,
Spider-Man
okay.
2099 had no freaking press tour where anyone was saying it's so diverse.
I think an example of why they think this is actually, and I did a video on this a while back, and I'm pulling up the article now. Bandai Namco Online shares views on DEI and its implementation in Western releases of Japanese games. And what this ultimately boiled down to was Bandai was doing this because they were sold this narrative that if you market to multiple groups of people, you know, your gays, your blacks, your Latinas, and Dutch, so on and so forth, you'll get a wider market base. And this was all based off of a bunk study that was done earlier in the year, where people were saying the gaming market's more diverse than ever before. The gaming market is perfect and filled with all sorts of identity stuff. And these are all these gamers. Look at all these women gamers, and they just eat it up. It's like, oh, well, here's a study. We'll go with it because this means we can market to more people. We can market to more things. We can do this all. And they get sold this false bill of goods, essentially, that says, hey, if you do this stuff, you will hit more points. You know, you'll hit all these areas and stuff. And it's like, well, that means more customers, more fans, more money coming in. They don't realize that, no, when you do this stuff, you're only targeting this group or this group. You're not targeting all groups. So it's a false bill of goods, essentially, that maybe middle management starts pushing on everybody.
Well, I'm just gonna
marketing groups. Sweet Baby Inc., for example.
Well, I'm just gonna say this: a game for everyone is a game for no one. See, because you can't market to all groups. Like, you just have to make something that's good. All right, to bring it back to what Adam brought up with like Justice League, like that was a show that had a specific target audience in mind, but people outside of that audience can still enjoy it. You know, it's just incidental. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, it was mainly aimed for boys, but women can enjoy it, gays can enjoy it, everybody can enjoy it just fine. Because they weren't trying to. It was just like, hey, put the product out there and let it come. It's like the Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. You don't have to like shove a fucking sign that says, hey, gay people, get the fuck over here. We got rainbows and dildos and shit.
Just make good characters. And to your point on like Justice League, yeah, you had to watch that to get the series finale essentially for Batman Beyond, but that episode was fucking good.
Oh, that's such a deep episode, dude. I love that episode.
It makes me, it hurts because 10, well, it's not the Shuffle Alliance, that's Gundam. I can't remember.
No, it's the Royal Flush Gang.
Yeah, Royal Flush Gang, and you get that 10 storyline going on, and how
no, that was Ace.
Ace.
What was that? Ace.
It's Ace.
Okay, I was thinking of
10 was the.
I was thinking
10
of
was the
Batman Beyond Ace. I was thinking it was.
Yeah,
the
no,
big
I
bully
think
guy.
I think that's where they got the name from. But
yeah,
you were thinking of a different character. There was 10 in Batman Beyond that was supposed to be like Terry's version of Catwoman, but you know.
Yeah, but you do Ace's story within Justice League essentially, and you find out that they're slowly dying because of the powers. And
well, she is.
Yeah, she's slowly dying because of the powers, because of all the strain that's being put on her, and it's just Batman going up to her, sitting down and talking as she dies. That's fucking deep, and everybody can connect with that because that's good writing.
And it's even deeper because you're now touching across technically Paul Dini, Bruce Timm versus Bruce Wayne's entire lifetime, because it's a story being told to Terry by Amanda Waller, because Terry has had a fight with Bruce and he's like, that's it, I'm done with the old man. And Waller's basically saying, well, you are his son genetically because we monkeyed with it. But you have to understand, you're more like him than you thought. And it's not just about beating the bad guys. It's about his ability to see beyond things at certain points, and telling Terry a story where they went in there not just to kick ass and take names, but he saw the truth of it. This was literally a young girl wanting attention and simply not wanting to be alone as she died. And to tell him that Bruce is not this hard edge, horrible man who's just wants you to throw away your life just for the mission. No, he there is more to it than that. And then that makes Terry understand. And then Terry goes back and he helps Bruce out because Bruce is like 120 at this point. He's insanely old. And then even it gives Terry the courage to realize that he can also have a life and propose to his girlfriend. And he doesn't, even though he wants to be like Bruce, he doesn't have to be like Bruce. And I still think him choosing his girlfriend was the wrong choice, but that's a whole different discussion.
That's another.
What do you mean, the girlfriend that he was like on and off with for like 2 episodes?
Yeah, the girlfriend that barely had a goddamn story in Batman Beyond. Yeah, that one.
But she was hot.
No, there was like 3 other chicks in that show that was hotter than her. I'm gonna be real. I liked I liked his friend. What was his friend's name? Max or Roxy or something like that.
She would have been all right. But I did like what you said earlier, Bug, when you said when hit the future Werewolf Gang with 10, and at the end of that episode, Bruce goes, "Let me tell you about Selena Kyle." It's like, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, son, I know what you went through, so let me tell you my stories.
Let me tell you about Selena Kyle. I love it. So good.
Yeah, another line I liked was when Terry was getting talked about, like, hey, how did you deal with women throwing themselves at your feet? He goes, oh, yeah, well, I just stepped over them. Literally just said this, like, yeah, stepped over them.
It's good stuff, good stuff.
I got some stream elements to read, and I read one of them. But there was one that I missed beforehand from 18 Naked Cowboys.
Great name.
For $4.20. I bet you Gal can imagine this one. 2 of them are Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger, but one of them is Boogie. Oh, god damn.
Well, all right, or listen, Gal can't imagine anything. We know this. So what was that?
He was saying that would be easy for Gal to visualize.
But she can't. So she's safe from it.
That's true. She can't. She has no real inner monologue. She says she does, but she can't visualize stuff in her head. It's weird. But then I have
empty space up there.
That's weird. Let me refresh real quick because I'm missing one. I'm missing a couple, actually.
She's not here to defend herself, so we get to rest for free.
Kratos said you missed 2 from the beginning, but I didn't see those come through.
I didn't. Legatus had to tell me about the 18 Naked Guys. Oh, I guess there's this one. Jenna Ortega, hey, she showed up.
How much was that one?
For $20. Fuck the stank ass hoe Rachel Zegler, bitch, ass slut, ass fucking bitch. If you tell people to go watch Beetlejuice now in theaters, I'll let you finger bang me on November 31st after I eat Thanksgiving with my family.
Tasty.
That was graphic.
That one's weird.
Very weird. Okay, then we had Cloud's colossal cock.
What?
Cloud.
Just
you should have been like, yeah, not what? You're surprised now. God damn it, Cloud. You should have been like damn straight. That's the
right.
correct response. That's the correct response. Not what? Huh? Don't act surprised, please.
I wasn't really paying attention.
It's now confirmed that Cloud does not have a.
Yep.
Colossal cock.
Yep.
Nope.
See.
I knew this was gonna blow up in everybody's faces. That's why I was not gonna.
Cloud's colossal cock's gonna blow up in all our faces. Thanks.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's good. Thanks. Yeah.
Anyways, Cloud's cock. After my debut last week, I decided to speak up for myself. He beats me every night, but it takes so much work sometimes he falls asleep on top of me. His mom makes me wear a mask at the store too, but it only covers half the shaft.
Oh,
no. This show was a mistake.
Just why?
Joe, do you regret coming on yet?
No, I'm having a great time.
God.
Well, we then have Big Fat Gay Wizard reading gayest voice. Oh, So wait, am I just a wizard? Okay.
You need a wizard hat.
You're a wizard,
Oh,
Dermy.
that's true. I'm a wizard, Dermy. I'm the gayest wizard in the books, y'all. Cloud is my favorite boy toy, and Gal can ride my little pony. Actually, that's like a snap thing. Any day, I respect Ren Nerd with all my insides, and Death Scythe is my favorite Eva. You're welcome, Internet. I hate.
You realize that was done on purpose right there, that last part. Death Size, my favorite Eva. I know exactly who that is now. Doing that.
You're all dead to me. And then
hey, I didn't say it.
Oh,
Dermy's
sorry.
loud and what the fuck you doing?
You weren't highlighting.
I was highlighting. But Dermy's loud and squeaky stairs. Tonight is a minor. Wait. Yeah? Oh, tonight he is a minor. Jesus Christ. Tonight he is a minor, and your mom is butt-ass naked, covered in gold body paint.
Oh, so like
your
Goldfinger.
your dad have a miner's hat and a huge pickaxe. Not sure what the jackhammer is, but apparently that's what your dad is doing to your mom's.
Oh.
And I quote, juicy golden ass.
You're dying inside, aren't you?
I need a shot. I need pain.
Question: If
You're at 35 squats.
I
quit. If Derby's dad sticks a finger up there, could he just go Goldfinger?
It's getting worse. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. His soul is evaporating right before our eyes.
That's implying he had a soul in the first place.
I'm pretty sure
It's
he's not a
just
ginger.
gay and retarded. Dermy, do some squats. Work it off.
I'm in pain. I hate this show is a mistake. You know what? I don't regret doing what I'm about to do because we need a quick transition. Then I'll do some squats. Okay, so I saw this before we went live. What is her superhero name?
What is that?
Make that, yeah.
When you wake up and decide to be your own damn hero, what do you think her superhero name is? And I'm just to be on the safe side.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's.
I don't know
Is
where
that-
to look.
Is she gonna eat me?
I don't know if her tits are scarier or her fupa is, but
That's just the fupa.
I don't have
Wow.
words. I don't know what to even call this.
I do not want to be near that at all. I'm afraid the
can't even make-
gravitational pull will get me.
Are we all just snacks to her? Is what I'm afraid of.
No.
It can't even do the heart. It can't even do the
and wait a
fucking
minute,
heart.
why is it the Knight Rider theme?
I don't know.
Why is it the Knight Rider theme? That doesn't make any sense.
The chocolate kiss.
that's what doesn't make sense to
The
you?
kiss of
Not the fact that
death.
she's wearing a curtain or the fact that she even is doing this or
That tops the list for me. I'm trying to get past the theme, and I'm really trying not to look too hard. That's the problem. I don't want these. I have partial photographic memory. I don't need this image seared into my brain.
I can't stop looking at her tits. They're terrifying.
She has a bulldog face.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you eat too much.
Dermy, get back on diet.
Yeah,
This is your future. Big fat black woman.
They were sharing around an image earlier this week that was trying to imply that is my future, which was like Cloud coming to fuck me because of a Sasquatch thing that was just a fat man. That was a whole thing, Joe. It was weird, but here I need to get something real quick, and then I'll do squats. I need to get properly prepared.
All right. I guess I gotta
Oh,
go. To...
God damn it!
All right, I'm gonna wait. Right here, let me share this. I got transition. This popped up earlier in the week. I meant to do it on Monday, but never got around to it. This will give us a good discussion until he gets back. So share this. if you actually like when movies do this, you can kiss my ass. Now, I think this guy was actually pretty serious when he said this. Start. Character living in peace, longs for more in life, receives the call to adventure with the potential to fulfill his yearning. The end. Character completes their journey with a newly discovered outlook on life and possibly some new friendships or romance. That's called classic storytelling. There's nothing wrong with that. But this guy...
they hate that thing.
They hate it. They hate it. I don't... It's... Now, I think this guy's serious because when you read down in the comments, he's yelling at people for telling him to, don't you like the hero's journey? He's like, F the hero's journey. There's nothing wrong with the hero's journey. It's a starting point for everything.
Where's my
He must not like the majority of books then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, bait used to
feels
be
like
believable.
bait. This kind of feels like bait.
That's why I think it feels like bait, but it still is a discussion topic because there are people out there who hate this, and we're talking about the people who we were just referring to in the last section who call us toxic. They hate this.
Those people, they're just not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Those people are just fucking miserable. Because who hates the hero's journey? Everyone can relate to at least probably 5 different hero's journey stories. I mean, they're all the same, but they go on their own adventures and shit. Everyone can relate to that. And if you can't, you live a miserable life.
They like the hero's journey, where you're great instantly.
Oh, where you're just OP'd automatically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
and I'm all set, but we have to play something before I do squats. Okay, it's mandatory now. Wait, did Cal delete it? No, she didn't.
Put the booty shorts on. They may be horrible, but at least you don't moon us when you do it.
So I made sure that I'm not going to moon you, but I don't have the booty shorts on.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
So
I have something better.
Oh no,
I have something much better than booty shorts.
That doesn't reassure us at all. Leave the earphones on.
Please,
if he's wearing a skirt, I'm leaving.
He takes them off, so we can't hear what we say.
I was about to say it's
Turning
gonna
up my
be
volume real quick so I can make
scary.
sure to hear you guys.
Oh, there you. Okay, there. Okay, fine.
Fuck
You can hear us
you.
roasting. All right. God.
Yeah, I pulled them all the way.
Oh
up.
my God.
I don't know. Why did
my eyes.
See, they're all the way up to here now.
How
so you
fucking
can't see my
tired
ass.
are those shorts? Jesus, Jeremy.
So how many do I owe?
35.
35.
I'll do 20 now, and then I'll do the 15 later.
Okay.
Ask the grass, man. Ask the grass.
That's a. Well, he's getting low. Look at that. You see, look at Gal's not here, and he really tries. How does that make? She's gonna watch us later. How does that make her feel? When he's here, he half-asses it, but she's not here, and he's actually trying. Oh, I felt that one.
Did he try to empty his bladder?
I don't know.
No, he's trying to empty his bowels.
Why is this so fascinating to watch?
We've been asking
4,
ourselves that for a while. now.
5, 6.
1.
7.
1.5.
Uh-oh, the shorts are starting to go down in the back.
Oh no!
Oh,
There
no.
they go. See, there they go.
As a big booty Latina, I feel his pain.
His problem
There we
is
go.
he has the tall white man issue where there is no ass to hold the pants up.
It's called Hank Hill butt.
Yes. Degenerative glute syndrome.
Yeah, it's miserable. It happens when you eat too much and you're too fat and things like that. But let me get set up real quick to get back to normal, and then we'll get to our next topic. Adam, do you have anything else?
I've got one more thing, but I'm going to save that if Shock comes in.
If
I
we
don't know
get
if
So
Shock's
never
gonna show
then?
up.
He might wake up. Oh wait, no, actually,
Really?
I do have one more. You want me to use it now?
Maybe.
I mean, I have one more legitimate one. It'll make us cry a little bit. It'll make us question life.
I mean, I do
Let's
that
do
every
it.
day.
Okay. All right.
Cloud, you do that every day because you talk. That's Joe. Cloud openly told us on stream that his mom makes him wear a mask to go to the store.
I'll be real. I don't think that matches the other thing he told us when he said he got, and I quote, tricked into a one-night stand
with an hairy, smelly person that was fat.
Guys, he's gonna cut himself. We need to stop. He's gonna cut himself. Come on.
He'll be at it for a while with all that fat.
That sounds like an excuse. I'm sorry. There's no tricking anyone into having, especially as a dude. You had to be into it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow. She gets it.
I agree.
All right. Share my screen. Since we were talking superhero stuff and we did mention Venom. So Venom Last Dance, we keep forgetting this god-awful movie's coming out. They're doing a thing with Pizza Hut. Okay.
Oh.
So let's just, it's only 15 seconds, but we'll go through it and I'll go back to the actual scene and we can discuss what this looks like. So here we go. Venom The Last Dance associated items at Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut's new Venom The Last Dance movie-inspired range has arrived. Order online for a chance to win a Las Vegas holiday and more. Feed your inner beast and see the movie.
Okay,
Well,
so
what's on the food?
okay, yeah. So what does that look like?
Well,
Why
it
did
looks
they
like
let Venom
chocolate.
come all over the pizza?
There you go.
So I used to work at Pizza Hut, and I worked
too.
there when they were implementing a more customization to pizzas, which I wish they never took away. That could be balsamic vinaigrette.
Well, yeah. Devil said the same thing. That
What's on the
it's,
pizza?
I don't
Besides
think
the black shit.
I see pepperoni under there. I think
Ham.
ham.
I think that's a meat.
Looks like a meat lovers.
Okay.
But
I'm
but
wondering, barbecue sauce?
But that's
Because
the
they
that's
put it
too
all over
black
the
to
nuggets
be.
too.
That's too. The color's wrong for barbecue sauce. I agree. That's probably balsamic.
Yeah, it's something with maybe a little bit of food
Seems
coloring
really
there,
thick for a
but
balsamic vinegar.
but it looks
You'd be
revolting.
shocked.
Like Static said, it looks like Venom just blasted himself all over this thing and expects you to eat it.
I'll admit it. I used to get a pepperoni pizza with salami and balsamic on top, and it does not look good, but it tastes amazing.
Sounds good. Well, are those cheese sticks at the top?
I don't know what that is.
I believe so. So you have there's
It's
single
chocolate.
pizza
They don't
thing.
do cheese sticks. They do cheesy bread.
No, they do cheese. No, they have cheese sticks.
They're putting chocolate on everything.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't understand the marketing campaign of making it look like this. It looks so
Well,
unappetizing.
I think that's just the problem with certain marketing campaigns. I mean, look at any Shrek marketing campaign. When they do food, they just turn everything green. And with Venom, it's like, well, what can you do? It's like,
Hey, I
black.
enjoyed that green
Did it-
ketchup at Burger King.
Didn't Burger
What?
King do a thing for the last Venom movie where the buns were all black?
Yes, they did, and it was gross looking.
Yeah, Burger King's done that for a couple of things, like turn them like black, red, and I think one was blue.
They'll never capture the magic of like the Jurassic Park meals or the Batman cups. Like they'll never be able to.
You mean the Batman cups that could poison you?
Hey, I don't care. I still had all of them.
Why don't we leave the food alone and just give a collectible item? Like I
Yeah.
remember I had my I don't know if it was Burger King or McDonald's, but my Beauty and the Beast cup that I had until it broke and lasted like 20
It
years.
poisoned everybody.
Don't tell me that. It had poison too.
I don't know that it's. I've seen a video of a guy who covered a lot of like marketing things, and a lot of like cups from McDonald's, especially, just kept getting found.
Hey,
with
no, don't
metal
say
and
that.
poison.
When they gave us the Dream Team cups,
Yep.
I had all of those, and I
Glass
drank out of
Coca-Cola
those. They were this big. They were the supersized cups. I
Yep.
drank out of those for like a decade until you couldn't see Charles Barkley's face on it anymore. The only one I didn't have was Jordan. It's the only one I didn't have, but I had everybody else's. But I used to drink out of those constantly until they were just the pictures were faded away. So don't tell me they were poison, Bug. Don't tell me.
I don't know if those specific ones were poisoned, but it was just a lot of them were like found to be like, oh, they got like metallic stuff in them, and it's like, oh, terrible, got to get rid of it. I mean, and like I don't know. these days, collectibles from fast food places, you're just getting a cardboard cutout of whatever the fuck they're marketing, or keychain, or tiny stuffed animal that's gonna like get ripped apart if you so much as breathe on it.
I can't believe I know this because I don't play Genshin Impact, but I've been covering the drama. Genshin Impact recently did like some collectible stuff with McDonald's, which was here's a bunch of codes to get items.
Well, that's what it's all digital stuff here. Put in a code, scan a QR code. There you go. Back in the day, it was an adventure to go out and see what you were going to get, and hoping you were going to get the one you didn't have. Like I said, back in the day during the Dream Team, I had all the cups except Michael Jordan. I had them all, and I could never get the Jordan one.
Literally toys inside our cereal box, and we don't do that anymore. Or Jack in the what is it, Cracker Jack or whatever. Now
Cracker
it's like.
Jacks.
They still have something in there, but it's literally just a piece of cardboard and a sticker or whatever. There's no rings inside anymore.
Man,
I remember
the last
when
time
I
I
was
put poison cereal from my memory was Star Wars Attack of the Clones. I remember trying to get that lightsaber.
I remember for me, way back in the days when I was a wee little bug, that I really wanted to get the other Transformers from McDonald's. And this wasn't from the Bayverse movies. This was from like one of the animated things that was out at the time. I remember I had just this one, I think it was Bumblebee or something, some other character. But I wanted these other ones. I could never get them. Every time I'd go, I'd get the same fucking car over and over and over and over again. It was always annoyed me.
When I was a kid trying to get the McDonald's toy, something like that, I had a particular set I was trying to get, and I just couldn't get the one. And my mom got so frustrated, she just went up and said, "Give him the one he's missing," and they did. Give him the one he's missing. I'm tired of this.
Well, let me get this super chat real quick, and then we'll pull up the next topic. We have to get this while Joe's here. The shy guy behind Joe Rosie just tipped $5. Thank you. I'm going to be reading this, and it sounds weird. Hi, everyone. I'm really shy. There's so many people here.
Why do you sound like Michael Jackson?
But if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could Joe Rosie give me a little ooh-woo?
Ooh-woo?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that's going in the ooh-woo bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going in someone's bank.
I don't know what's worse, me having to read that or the ooh-woo.
I thought that was a pretty good ooh-woo.
I mean, yeah, it was a good ooh-woo, but just... What the fuck was this?
I have no idea.
What?
There's another stream element.
Hairy, smelly person holes fat.
Who is fat?
Fat?
That's
That's
camel case.
an L.
That's camel case.
No, that's a capital I, you idiot.
Yes.
So is this Cloud's ex that tricked him into a one-night stand?
Yeah.
Well, for $5, they say, complain all you... Oh, shit! Bug, you got it. Complain all you want, Cloud. I know you liked it. If you got tricked, then that just means I outwitted you. I got mine, and don't be so modest. I wouldn't even have been interested if you weren't straddling a massive hog. Jesus Christ. So much in one fucking chat.
That's a $5 worth right there.
$5 foot long.
And after you said that, I had the any going in my head.
What?
The who?
It used to be
Huh?
$5 foot long. Any.
Okay.
That was the commercial, and I don't.
Yeah, back when Subway used to be $5 and not $8 for a fucking foot long.
They're not even a foot long anymore anyway, are they?
No, they're like 11 inches at $8.
Joe, are you regretting coming on the show yet?
Not at all. A lot of people don't realize this, but the majority of my friends are guys, so I'm used to this.
That's true.
And they've always been that way, so people don't.
I mean,
pull their
you do
punches.
stream. You do stream with Beardo now and then, so
He is one of my best friends, so yeah, I'm used to this.
I don't know if I should feel sorry for you or not. But anyways, let's get into this next topic. No, I love Beardo. He's fucking awesome. He's always welcome on here. But let's do here.
And let's never forget that you lost to him in the Pokemon thing.
Well, I never have to Google Pokemon to figure out types, and I actually knew Dunsparce was a normal type and not a bug type, so there's that. But
You also lost a donut eating competition to a skinny woman.
Shut
Dude, Nomi's a beast, man. You don't.
Well, weight has nothing to do with the ability to eat. Like, if you look at the person who like always historically wins the not donut eating, the hot dog eating, it's this like small guy. Also, look up beard versus food. The guy is like 150 pounds wet, and he eats like competition. Like, he goes and finds like those restaurants who have like, if you can eat everything under the sink or whatever they would call it, everything but this kitchen sink style things. It's, you know, you get a free T-shirt and a free meal. Guy's tiny. So it's all about expanding your stomach.
Yeah, and because I'm fat, I can't expand my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Hank King of the Hill actually had an episode on that. But here's this. So this was a interesting topic that started at the beginning of the week, in which there was an interview with the weekly Shonen Jump CEO and another dude over at one of the game expos over in Japan, in which one of the creators of Dragon Quest actually confirms why they were removing male and female from character selection. Now, this game has had tons of issues. Body type 1, body type 2 is an example, but the other issue that they have been having is that they're defiling Akira Toriyama's work, which is sacrilegious, and it's all of its glory to even like bastardize this. But we ended up having like the reason come out, and I have parts of the interview here, and I can't play it all because it's 2 minutes and they're talking slow in Japanese. It is here, but I'll get into the other part when I scroll down. Ultimately, they said the reason they were doing this was because America seems to be imposing their ideology upon Japan and forcing them to actually remove it by American regulations and forcing them to put in body type 1, body type 2.
If you want the quote to make it easier, it says, "It's really came from the West. A way of approaching sex education with a religious concept exists in America, doesn't it? Their way of thinking on compliance is really very narrow."
Mm-hmm. And it did get confirmed that it wasn't sex education. It was, I can't think of it. Another term for like super religious.
Puritan.
It was puritanical, because that will get into another part of this story. But the guy also ended up saying, you know, who actually cares about like male and female, and who really wants type 1, type 2. Like, this was really interesting. Adam, what was your take on this? And
all right, I saw this beginning of the week. I held off doing a full video. We talked about this on Little Mondays, me, Samuel, and Devil, and in the end, here, before we get into the next part of this, which just happened over the past 24 hours, when I saw this at the beginning of the week, here's what I thought. One, a lot of people were giving Square Enix a lot of shit for a lot of certain censoring things around Final Fantasy Rebirth and Remake and stuff like that, and a few other things they were doing because of a previous, not quite full relationship with Sweet Baby Inc. The relationship they have with Sweet Baby Inc. was one of their subsidiary divisions here in America, who, from all accounts, it seems, Square Enix wasn't even really monitoring. They made Forspoken, and they made that shit. And we know what happened to that. It bombed. It lost a lot of money. It added to the woeful, horrible $147 million Square Enix lost last year. And it led to them selling off that company, ending a lot of selling off all Western divisions, and retracting the company and then going into a rebuilding phase that you and I, Jeremy, talked about for a very long time. And then they released back in, I think it was May, they released their full roadmap of restructuring. And we went over it and talked about it. But Square Enix made some mistakes and they owned up to it. And a lot of people were really beating them up over all the shit that they were doing. And then we learned a couple months ago with the beginning of this Dragon Quest 3 2D HD and possibly 1 and 2 2D HD. We don't know about that yet because they just haven't released much information on that yet. That they changed Akira Toriyama's art. They altered monster garb, body type 1, body type 2, and people just unloaded on them again. And when that happened, I brought in our good friend Dre, who has worked in the industry before. And I said, Dre, this game is about 4 months out at the time. Can they fix this? People were saying, oh, just fix it. Can they fix this? Dre said, no, this stuff is baked in. It would cost them another $50-60 million to redo all that code and all that stuff. They're too close to it. That shit was baked in years ago, which therefore should not be considered as part of them going back on their word to restructure and get away from this DEI nonsense. So we learned last week that Square Enix has been officially removed from a Sweet Baby Inc. ledger that says they work with Square Enix. I was like, hey, okay, that's nice to see. But then we got this news that this report came out, and one of the creators of Dragon Quest said we were forced to do it. So my response to back to what you asked was at the beginning of the week was maybe we should, I don't want to say apologize, but take into account that this isn't entirely their fault, that they were forced to bend the knee to Western Puritanism, which has taken over a lot of shit these days. And that was my take on it. And my biggest problem was people who were pushing basically the idea of burn down Square Enix. They didn't retract their statements at all. That's at least my thought. It's like, why you a lot of you were pushing this stuff. Why aren't you saying we got this one wrong? That was my take on it. It didn't really fit in a video. It was more of a rambling stream discussion, which is why I'm kind of rambling the same way here now. And then we get to this next part of this here, which you and I were actually talking about yesterday, where suddenly in the past 24, 36 hours, the interview has been removed from the internet. Now,
yeah, well, I downloaded it just in case.
Well, nothing's ever really removed. That's the thing. Nothing's ever really removed. You can always find it. Point is this. When I saw this last night, and this I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to step back because I don't really want to bitch and moan about this because it frankly hurts my brain. People are claiming Square Enix is the one responsible for doing this. Just show me the evidence. Now, I don't want to look. Am I a Square Enix guy? Yes, I've been a Square Enix guy ever since the original Final Fantasy. Call me a fan. Don't call me a fanboy, but I am a guy. I support them. I enjoy 90% of what they've given me for entertainment over the years. All I want is proof. But for the past 24 hours, I haven't seen proof. I've just seen a lot of people screaming and shouting. Damn you, Square Enix. You can't hide this from us. And just show me that they did it. It's more likely
at least
ahead,
lean us into like the direction that they did it. But the only evidence that they have, and that Park Place has the tweet that came out was from Vault News that did the translation, where it came out that they misdid Puritan and sex education, and they said their evidence is, I deeply apologize for any inconvenience caused to all parties involved. That's the evidence. And then magically both the original and the edited one gets taken down. The edited one, I could see Vault News doing it because they mistranslated it, but the original one came down, and the justification for that was on the afternoon of September 30th, Japan time, Mr. Musk said regarding the controversy and related reports regarding the reposting of an overseas news site that had reproduced a video with English subtitles, mistranslated, of a stream program in much of the same of our members appeared a message and request from the performance to everyone, and essentially said regarding the live broadcast, I'm not even going to try to say all this stuff. Game creator special with Yobo, and I'm not even going to try again. broadcasting station, which was held on Saturday. Basically, it all went around, and then they were getting backlash from it, and they weren't liking that, and they were sending out a bunch of apologies.
Can I just say, I don't think that there's a huge difference between use of the word Puritan versus sex education. I think the
Yeah.
sentiment is the same, so I think they're just using that as an excuse for taking things down. It's not an issue of mistranslation. It was still the same vibe.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. Like, it was not too drastically off. I think there's a better justification for them taking it down, not being Square Enix, but being this. Dragon Quest creator Yoi Horii maligned as Nazi and Chud for questioning gender ideology being required for Dragon Quest III HD2D remake.
One of us.
Yeah, I think it's more that because he questioned the ideology and he said that, hey, we shouldn't be forced to do this.
Who cares?
He ended up getting attacked for it, and they were very vicious in what they were saying. You got this dude outright calling him a Nazi, lambasting him, even after he admits he never watched the video and doesn't know what the guy said, but he's a Nazi now. And they were just berating him all over internet. I think
it was either they braided him or that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, forgetting the fact that this is one of the creators of the goddamn thing. That it's like, this is the creator of this damn game telling you, hey, look, we're just tired that because of the regulations overseas that we have to make these goddamn changes. Like come on, guys.
Real quick to Alpha, no, they weren't even involved in this interview. Like that's why it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, I mean, show me actual evidence that they are the ones that did it, and just like something that Jeremy showed me before we went live, I will call it retarded and gay and stupid.
Well, okay, I have a question. How is
the evidence? That's all.
How are they going to find any evidence of who pulled this down without someone coming out and saying we did it?
But that kind of goes to that's a fair question. That kind of goes to the overall point of people are just saying that they did it. You can't find a smoking gun, and I don't see evidence of this. I see more justification for them taking it down because of being lambasted like this online and being attacked viciously and being called all sorts of stuff because you don't want to censor your work and participate in our ideology, which, I mean, that kind of sounds like a Nazi would do that. But I don't see the connection here. It's just, well, Square Enix made game, so therefore they're the ones that took this down, even though they have no real connection to this interview.
I mean, I just feel like a mob mentality is taken over, where all I want is a receipt. You give me something. I mean, like Static said, it is probably virtually impossible to know who did it, but logically speaking, there are two things as logic dictates for me. One, the people who actually did the interview saw all this stuff circulating and said, wow, this is more heat than we wanted. Let's yank this. Or Square Enix did say, this is really bad public image. They have the next Dragon Quest installment is coming out. I said within a year or so, I think 12 is coming out, and let's not stir up trouble. If that could be a reason, but I don't. It just what got me is people literally yelling, "Damn you, Square Enix! You can't hide this from us! How dare you!" But Square Enix hasn't even issued any statements on this, have they?
No. The only Joe, do you have a point?
I was gonna say I'm a corporate cog in the real world, so I would say that if knowing how corporations work and marketing works and PR works, they're not going to go on and make a tweet or an announcement, hey, we were involved in this.
Oh, obviously not. Yeah.
If they were trying to clean up this image or clean up this bad PR, they're trying to do everything on the down, as hush-hush as possible. Just get rid of it. It'll cycle out in the next news cycle, hopefully. So I don't think you're ever going to find a smoking gun if it was them.
I understand that. I just feel like I'm just bothered by the mob mentality. That's all. It just bothers me. Everybody yelling and screaming.
This came out today.
This is stupid. This is fucking retarded.
And I can if you give me a justification to lambast them and say that they're idiotic, I'll do it because this is an idiotic stunt.
Yeah.
You guys are trying to fix your image. Why do this? Why?
And
This is a
my
bad
question
idea.
though, is this Square Enix America or is this the mothership?
It's the mothership.
It's the mothership. Well, then they're
From what
retarded.
it looks like.
Then they're
yeah,
fucking
this
stupid.
is a retarded,
Yeah.
really retarded move. Why do this at all?
Yeah.
Like, is it Pride over in Japan right now? Like, why do Pride now? It's October.
Every month is Pride.
Oh,
Hello.
that's true. And I can say, like, that's a dumb idea. This is something you criticize them on because dumb idea.
Yeah.
But if I can't eat, and like Joe's right, we'll probably never get that smoking gun. Everybody's kind of correct there. But if there's just something that pushes the maybe, hey, it could have been them, I would accept that. But there's not
Like,
even a little bit. It's just
if they had put out a lame statement of blah 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 blah, we did these comments were not in tune with us, then I could see, okay, they're now in damage control, and now maybe they did have a role in it. But barring that, it's just, I don't know. This whole thing hurts my fucking brain. It hurts my
all
fucking.
it would take is like the broadcast company going like, hey, we were asked to take it down. Or imply it. Like, it doesn't need to be overtly said, but if you start hearing they were asked to take it down, that's more justification that they probably did it.
Yeah.
And I'll accept that. Then I can say they did it. I don't have that connection.
Yeah.
And I disagree. Basic logic dictates Square Enix had to pull it down because it exposed them bowing to Westerners. I disagree. And it would expose them being forced to bow to Westerners, not willingly.
Yeah, because to me, they don't look bad if it shows them being forced to do it. It means that they tried to put out the product as intended, and retarded Western behavior made us do this. I don't to talking about saving face and honor, all that shit. That would save them more face and honor as a company, looking like, oh look, they made us do this shit. We didn't want it. We wanted you to get the pure experience of what we made. That's how I see it.
And it harkens back to the old era of like not Funimation, but for kids. Harkens back to all that stuff. Harkens back to what they've done with Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all this stuff, all this One Piece, everything they've ever done, touched, and were forced to change because of our stupid laws. It gives them like protection. So why would you take that down? Nothing's making sense here. So I view it as some goddamn bureaucrat in America is forcing this on them right now.
Of course.
And that sucks.
I will say
hold on now. If it is some bureaucrat pushing it on Square Enix, that means they're the ones who made the decision.
But no, it would be an American bureaucrat.
Yeah. That's telling Square Enix to take it down. That means Square Enix decided to take it down.
No, I was meaning the censorship. Not the taking down of the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was my bad. But Joe, you were saying something?
Yeah, I just want to say, as a minority, I'm a little bit offended that they're choosing to highlight yet another, DEI month during my month. Okay, it is Latinx month right now, and
well, you guys get October and September.
No, it's because we're always late to everything. So we get half of September and half of October because we figured out, oh shit, it's our month halfway through. So that's how it works.
You know what? That math works. That math works out,
You can't do math. What are you trying to say?
I can do basic. I know what 2 + 2 equals. It equals
Jeremy,
5.
you are basic.
Yeah.
2 + 2 equals your parents on the stairs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I walked right into that one.
Yeah, you did.
Just like your
your
parents did
dad
on the
walked into
stairs.
your mom. We both went there.
Cloud, is this how you feel when we're talking about your fuckery and shit like that? Is this how you feel? Is he even there?
Bug hasn't talked about Cloud's mom in a while.
Yeah, it's been a whole 10 minutes.
Oh fuck!
I gotta. It's called foreplay, man. I gotta warm her up first.
So I'm still trying to get Cloud a better Halloween background.
Have you been doing that this whole time?
Yeah, I do that every so often. I go to Midjourney and I tell them to do it. And I'm gonna say this is a bad one, but it's funny. It's gayer.
Oh damn!
Oh.
What the fuck?
That is gayer. That is definitely wow. What is this?
So we found Cloud's Pride Month avatar.
Well, you got to rainbow up the shoulder pad. You know, you got to rainbow that up first.
Oh,
Nothing a little Photoshop can't fix.
Yeah.
no. This is not basic math. That is more complex math.
That's 81 divided by 35.
No, you have to
Don't
divide
ask
it by
me.
5
It
and
is-
then you add the 30.
Really?
No, it'd be,
Yeah.
no, it'd be.
I'm a
no-
writer. I'm not a mathematician. Fuck off.
Yeah, actually, Adam's.
81 divided by 5.
Yeah, the Static would be right. Jesus, Cloud was always a twink. By the way, can I just say something? I know Alpha Omega and I are maybe bickering a little bit on Twitter and stuff. I still like the dude.
It's called a regular old nerd debate. We can disagree.
Yeah, we
have
can
different
perfectly fine
opinions.
disagree. He's not happy with Square Enix right now.
He hasn't
I'm
been for a
still
long
okay with
time,
him.
and we take the opposite side, and that's fine.
Yeah, it's called. Actually, Adam's right. It's nerd debates. It's being fans. It's disagreeing, and also
gonna
being adults and actual people. Where hey, it's okay to disagree.
We're gonna say things. We're gonna be passionate, but the passion, one, shows we care, and two, when the argument is over, and there's never a winner. There's never a winner. There's only salt when we're done. We're still angry at each other, but we can pack it up and put it away and realize, you know, that just because we disagree on this, we don't have to carry it over to the next thing. You know,
Cloud and I have
Yeah,
had some
unless you say you
bitter
like
back and
Die
forth.
Another Day, then it's a whole nother
well,
problem.
that's just because that was your first date night with Dermy. That's not my problem. I'm still
Fuck
gonna-
you. Okay.
I'm not leaving.
that was a good movie that I enjoyed.
real-
and you had to make me feel like shit for it.
Hey, you're the one that feels like shit for it just because you can still like it, but Dermy likes it too. What's the big deal?
I don't
Wait,
want to
what?
be associated with him.
You like Die Another Day as a Bond movie.
It was
And
Oh,
my
I do
it was-
like Die Another Day.
And
My
Bug
brain
really
was
loves it
fried
too.
there.
I
Die
said-
Another
it was-
Day is a fun movie. I don't
Dog
want,
shit.
I don't want to hear
It's
any
dog
shit.
shit.
It is
Last real
I
James
fun
Bond.
and
Last real James
ridiculous.
Bond movie is The World Is Not Enough. That's the last real James Bond movie.
I made the mistake of telling both Adam and Devil, because we were on their Mondays, that Die Another Day was the first official Bond movie I actually watched, and I've considered it my favorite of the Pierce Brosnan era, just because I have that attachment.
How could you
to it.
possibly, even if it was your favorite, like the first one, that nostalgia, GoldenEye is leaps and bounds. Pierce Brosnan's like
It's
Gold-
I
GoldenEye is
Different end of the spectrum
let
there.
me. It's not a matter of quality. It was a matter of just my attachment to it.
we had a
Okay.
girl villain who killed people with her thighs during sex. Okay, that
On a
is the most. Yes.
Like I said, it's not a matter of the quality that I say is my favorite. It's just that was the first one. I really
So,
enjoyed it.
Bug and I
Go-
have the exact same reasoning as to why we love
Darby,
Die
shut up!
Another
I don't
Day.
need stop fueling the fire. Okay, I know that GoldenEye is like superior in quality and whatnot. Okay, it's hard to top that one, but I still enjoy the others. You know, I just enjoy all the Brosnan era because they're all good. But Die Another Day just has a lot more connection for me. Yes, I know it's goofy. The guy with the diamonds in his face, the Korean man that turns himself into a British man and somehow
who
makes that
does
work.
not remember? Who does not sleep? That's his superpower.
And I mean,
Right,
listen, the whole
everything.
movie gets invalidated because James Bond would not be captured by another rival spy agency.
And I love that movie's beginning when they show him getting his balls just demolished. So maybe that's why Mr. Bug likes that one. Is that why?
He
It
didn't
reminds
have
me
his
of
balls
his-
demolished.
Yeah, remember they have him sit down on a chair,
chair.
and they cut the
No,
bottom
that's
of the
not Die
chair off.
Another Day. Wait, is
No,
Yeah,
that's,
it is.
that's the Daniel Craig one.
Yeah, that's Daniel Craig.
Oh, you're
Yeah, that was Daniel Craig.
right. Yeah. you're
Well,
right,
those
you're
aren't
right,
James
never
Bond
mind.
movies, so who cares about those?
Yeah, that's true. Sorry,
Well, she
mixing
only
up
likes
my
it 'cause of
torture
Daniel
scenes.
Craig.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I mean, he was tortured. Pierce Brosnan was tortured to die the other day, but it was just like they were drowning him and like electrocuting him and giving him
Good.
poison. They
There
were doing
was-
like
Prefer that.
actual poison.
There were
See,
sexy ice ladies.
These
and fire
are James
ladies
Bond
dancing.
movies. These are James Bond movies. These are
Yeah.
those are not. Okay, Daniel Craig movies are not.
Is Die Another Day a James Bond movie?
It is, but it doesn't deserve a place on my shelf.
Did you take
You know,
it out of the
here's
shelf?
what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen.
No, these are everything up to from Connor. Well, I don't have all the more movies. I only have the more ones I like, but
I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna
What?
commit to this. I'm going
be
to
gay?
buy a copy. No, well, yeah, but I'm gonna buy 2 Blu-ray copies of Die Another Day. One for me, and then one for when I finally meet Adam and I get to see his house. I'm just gonna slide it on a shelf.
You think he's going to let you over to his house?
Excellent point. You're not getting past the front door.
It'll happen one of these days. I'll go and
He's gonna call the cops on you.
I'll go. I'll put on a funny little mask and go like, "Hello, sir. How?"
Well, you mean like this? You mean like that? You'll be picked up right away. You're not getting anywhere near.
Adam's just gonna take that screenshot and post it around the neighborhood and say, if you see this pervert, call the cops. He is a
Sexual offender alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Jeremy,
right,
have a seat.
boy.
Jeremy, have a seat. Have a seat, Jeremy. Have a seat.
So real quick, we're thinking of doing another Pub Busters, and I might shave my beard on Pub Busters again.
I thought you were never going to do that again.
I don't want to, but that's why I don't.
Jeremy
that's
would
why
do
it's a good
anything for
goal.
money. Never
You're
say
right.
never with Jeremy.
Never say never again. Not a James Bond movie. It's dog shit. That's Sean Connery needed
You know what
money,
is-
and also wanted to give a middle finger to the Broccolis during that point too.
You know what isn't a bad Bond movie? $5 footlongs. $5 footlong for $5 says. I know it says foot long, but my foot is only 8 inches. So take what you can get for $5. Shrinkflation is a bitch. Yeah.
I was in the pool.
And then what? You know what? I
Jeremy,
don't
you're
know.
too young. You don't
Quiet, you
understand.
child.
I think I understood what you were taking there, but I was taking from the economic aspect. I think I know where
You've
did.
never watched Seinfeld, have you?
There's no way he would watch Seinfeld. That generation. I'm still tripping over your age, by the way, Jeremy. I can't.
I've seen some episodes of Seinfeld. I've tried to sit down and actually like watch it all. It's not a show for me. I like That 70s Show better. I like Friends better. I've seen Frasier. I've watched all of
All
Frasier.
right. You redeemed yourself there. You redeemed yourself.
I watched like Cheers is good.
Oh,
up
Frasier's better than
to,
Cheers.
Yeah,
Frasier's better than
Frasier's is better than Cheers. I watched
More intelligent.
all of Cheers. Cheers really falls off when what's her name leaves.
No. It was Kirstie Alley did a good job as she came in. When Kirstie Alley's character went crazy, that's when it started to lose its narrative. Because she was supposed to be the sane person, and then she loses her mind, and she. Gets
By the way,
slowly
R.I.P. Kirstie Alley. Great
R.I.P.
cans
Kirstie
invite right there.
Wait, she's dead?
Yeah, she passed away.
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
I totally missed that news.
Yeah. It impacted actually Kansas because they were
Yep.
sad.
Joe's having her on.
Is this gonna be that new like? Is this gonna be that new fucked up meme like when Jeremy tells Ripa, "Hey, did you know the creator of Berserk died?" And he just tells that to him like every time he goes on stream.
Actually, it was Sean Connery. It was Sean Connery.
Sean
That's what started it.
Connery, creator of Berserk, was Nick.
Well, it was still at the time he was
Relatively
still-
the same thing, but
Yeah.
But then we have Gal's Girl Beans, just tipped $20.
Multiples?
I was confused
Yeah.
by the S on that.
That was a
Yeah,
plural.
we'll have to ask her when
Yeah,
she
it's
gets
always Gal's Girl Beans. So do squats, bitch. Get back
There's
on
no-
diet. Jesus
There's,
Christ.
Look, I'm just gonna say, if there's more than one bean, that is not a bean. That is nuts.
Yeah, if there's two, there's a problem.
She's not here. We can't ask her.
You have to treat this like the scene in Rush Hour 3 where
Moment.
like Chris Tucker is telling like Lee, pull up the drapes. If anything's bigger than a 3-iron, we'll beat his ass.
I'm DMing her right now.
Are you
She's
asking
probably
her? She's
asleep.
got one or two.
Yeah. Do you have nuts? Is what I'm asking.
God, she's gonna hurt you.
Yes, she is.
No, she'd probably say, yeah, they're
you
bigger than
literally have
yours.
an intro where she's in her bikini, like showing off her ass. I think you could tell if there's balls.
Hey, correct. Well, to that point,
It could be a target.
what's the conservative trans activist?
Blair White is in
Blair
bikinis
White.
all the time, and she's got a fantastic tucking technique because you don't see anything.
Exactly.
Ouch.
And I have zoomed in and tried to find it, and it's not there.
Yeah, so have
Just
I.
thinking about
Wait. So you hunted?
For Blair White's day.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a fascination. Like, how does she do that?
It's amazing. But it's usually
Like a
done
magic
kind of-
trick at a Vegas show? It's like, how'd you do it?
Here, I have a question for you all before we get into my favorite Latina. Okay, other than Joe.
Thanks.
Eliminate one. You must eliminate one place.
Make it bigger. Make it bigger.
Make it bigger.
That's what she said.
That's easy for me. Starbucks.
Yeah, F Starbucks. F Starbucks. I don't.
I'm not a Starbucks guy, so no.
And that's not food.
Well, it's easier for Cloud because he's never been to Chick-fil-A. So
Yeah, that is the only reason you brought this up, isn't it?
This one's retarded.
one of the.
So you can make that joke.
I'm actually torn between Starbucks or Burger King. I don't like Burger King.
You can get rid of Subway, Starbucks, and Chipotle as far as I'm concerned. Fuck
yeah,
them.
Chipotle's so
yeah, I wouldn't eat Chipotle.
Same with
either.
KFC.
Well,
You don't
see,
like Chipotle?
I have a beef with them. They didn't hire me one time.
Oh.
So
I don't want food poisoning.
I've never had a
Chipotle
bad experience
is
there. So
the inferior Qdoba.
No, that's true. I mean, other than Chick-fil-A, almost all these places are inferior, but we go there anyways.
well, technically, two of them are the same. Like Taco Bell and KFC, they're the same company.
Mhm.
So they're Yum.
Well, I think McDonald's, Taco Bell, and KFC are the same.
no,
company.
McDonald's is
No.
not part of Yum.
no.
They're not Yum.
Yeah,
It's Taco Bell, KFC, and
Pizza Hut. Yeah.
And Long John Silver's and A&W root beer.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Well, Adam, we all know you're not
I
going
worked
to.
for-
We all know you're not going to KFC
worked for
for the double dicked out.
Well, I've also
pepperoni
worked for
oatmeal.
Wendy's, which is so Wendy's is a part of these things too, because there's like
God damn it,
Yum,
Bug.
there's Sunny, and McDonald's and Burger King are owned by the same guys, aren't they?
No, they're not. They've been they hate each other. It's like direct competition.
Not McDonald's and Burger King, McDonald's and Taco Bell.
McDonald's,
McDonald's
and Burger
is
King
its
have
own
actively
company.
had commercials where they pretend they steal each other's recipes. Like,
Yeah.
I just typed in McDonald's and Burger King when I mean Taco Bell.
No, Yum is Pizza Hut, KFC, and Taco Bell, and Long John Silver's and AC or AW. Like just added on. That's who Yum is.
A&W root beer.
Yeah, that's who Yum is. That's why you'll see
Okay,
like
I am
half
wrong.
and half. on
half and
stores.
half. I had in my town in South Florida. I had a Kentucky Hut, which was KFC,
Wow.
Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. So you
I've
can
never
get-
seen all
I've
three
seen
at
that.
once. I've seen the
one of
double.
those.
I've seen the
I have
haven't seen one of those.
I have a
I've
Taco
seen-
Bell Long John down the street from me.
Whoa,
I
that's
used to.
crazy.
I used to be around a Long John A&W.
I used to be around a Long John Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, some of the best hush
That
puppies
makes
I've ever
sense
had.
though. But you know what?
So much fun.
Long John
Ordering.
Silver's has way better fried chicken than KFC.
Really?
They still exist.
Yes.
I've never seen
Yeah.
one, and recently.
I've not seen one in forever.
Yeah, there's one down the street
I
from
got
me.
Yeah, I think I also have a Long John's KFC used thing where I'm at. I've only been there a few times, just for occasionally maybe the chicken, but that's it. I haven't been in there for a while.
They got some good coleslaw.
I'm more of the like the chicken tender guy.
And the
really.
fucking hush puppies. Oh my god.
Well, let's get into our final topic of tonight before I have to do those squats. Because do I owe 20 now?
20.
Yeah, 20 more. Let's pull this up, shall we? Because my second favorite Latina, well, actually, shit. So
Or is it your
Joe,
third?
obviously at the top, then Rachel Zegler and Jenna Ortega. Shit.
Really?
One of my favorite Latinas in the world because she's actually responded to me on Twitter a lot, and we've had Twitter fights back and forth.
What? Once?
Twice. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I'm gonna hold that to the bitter end. But she came out
Yes.
and decided to open her big mouth again because, my God, she can't keep it quiet. No matter how hard Disney tries to shut her up and, brush her aside, she has to come out and put her foot in her mouth. Disney's live-action Snow White star Rachel Zegler claims her criticism of animated original intentionally misrepresented. I've watched women get torn down my whole life.
Misrepresented. My brother in Christ, you said the words, lady.
Well, this isn't even the one. This isn't even one they're talking about. This isn't the one.
No, we have all three of them here.
Oh, you got all
so-
three of them. Okay.
Yeah, I have.
It's Snow White.
This one where
That's weird. That's weird.
Weird.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
this is the weird
Including
one.
myself.
I know that you've told me before that your version of Snow White is different, and it's more of a 2022 version of Snow White. What did you mean by that?
I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus
Damn,
on
she's
her
so
love
fucking
story
mid.
with a guy who literally stalks
Can
her.
we pause for a second?
That's a good one.
I don't know if this is a bad thing to say, but I have a urge to throw hands with this woman.
She is.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, there's just something so punchable about her face, or maybe it's the way she talks. I don't know.
I think it's the way she talks.
It's the way she. It's the.
Evidently
I'm better
so.
than you.
Yeah,
I
it's the
know.
arrogance of the
Oh,
puppet.
that's why. Yeah.
It makes you want to just do angry stuff.
I just want to like grab like a metal chair and go WWE on that ass.
What ass? She has no ass.
No, yeah, she
Good
has
point.
zero body. She
She
I'm
has
sorry.
the body of a 12-year-old twink.
Thank you. Ooh, well put.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, Dermy
Damn,
recognizes
Cloud, how do you
that.
feel about that?
I was about to rip on Dermy and you shifted to Cloud. Damn it, Bug.
Listen, I love me some Latinas, but this one has no curves.
She has
Okay.
and I'm sorry. Some people say they would. No, I wouldn't. She's
No,
not
I still would.
attractive.
She'd be a waste of a nut.
I'm just there's nothing attractive about her, whether it's her face or personality, her body,
No,
nothing.
no, we're not talking about attraction here. We're talking about angry hate fucking.
You better jizz on her face if that's what you're planning on.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Exactly. Joe has it. Joe understands it. We're talking about, and especially, I want to do it when she's making a weird face.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't
That
do
is
that.
the perfect time to do it when she's doing the weird fucking face, Right there. Just a load right here.
Now you do know
1
that
hour 57 minutes. Dermy wants to load on Rachel Zegler's face.
I was gonna say, you know that if she ever sees it, she'll be like, "Oh my god, hate speech."
Honey,
training
I'll do
order.
a lot more hate speech than that. Trust me. Oh, trust me. There's a lot worse
Yeah,
things I could say.
Dermy would treat her like he treats all his twinks.
And this would actually
Crying
make
on-
her support more this whole "I've watched women get torn down my whole life" thing. Like she's just gonna be like, "Oh, it's because I'm a woman."
It's funny because you that's pretty much the whole reason is they're doing this because of misogyny, and I never said that I don't want love and you can't be in love and all this, and it's all just misogyny. And it's
bullshit.
funny to see her particularly talk about tearing down women, considering she tore down and assisted with tearing down Gina Carano.
Listen. I have an entire folder that I saved for Rachel Zegler stuff. It's literally titled in my extra assets folder. It literally says Zegler, and I've saved these. I saved these for just this occasion. So let me full screen this, and you can now share my screen. Let's review. This is the Jeremy Renner one, where it's she goes after him for when he was in a messy divorce, and a lot of things were said, but they were proved untrue, that he didn't do any of it.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. And she went after him. Here is which one is this? I think this is the Rittenhouse stuff. Either way, where she's political. This is political stuff where she attacks you if you don't believe what she believes. Here's the J.K. Rowling stuff, where she is going all hate-filled on that, even though J.K. Rowling believes everything she believes except for the one thing. And here's Gina Carano stuff. Leading the hate train. This is who she is. Hate-filled monster. Hate-filled monster.
Remember, and I'm trying to find it because I thought that Park Place wrote an article on it, but I guess they didn't. Rachel Zegler also in promotion of this movie starring Gal Gadot, whatever. She tweets out after quote tweeting the trailer, hashtag Free Palestine.
Oh, you mean this right here? I have that too.
Yeah.
I keep that. I keep that around. It's on bookmarking on this book.
She's the most hate-filled creature on the face of the earth that always spews stuff out, always tries to then try to duck behind it, being honestly doing the Walls approach of I misspoke or they took me out of context or blah, 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 blah. When in reality, you do it.
No,
right here.
Honestly, she's the meme where the person's shoveling shit and shit gets thrown back at her. She can't take it.
She's also a moron. In the first part of this, people go right to the Palestine part, which is her getting political, and she gets political again in the article about misogyny we were just on. But right here, people forget that right here she's claiming, I'm so excited. It's a whirlwind, 120 million views in 24 hours. Bitch, we were roasting your fucking trailer. We were destroying you left and right for the disaster that it was. There was nothing positive in that
Wasn't there a
trailer.
massive ratio on that shit.
Massive. It's like I think it's 1.2 million now
Let me
to
look.
like 50,000. I think it's destroyed, utter destruction.
I can spell.
So she lives in a real little weird world where the Zeglians, that's what her followers
Those
are
people
called.
are fucking weird.
They're called
They actually call themselves that?
Yes. And one of them told me to Minecraft myself in a DM, and I
Same.
got their account suspended.
Same. It is current. Oh shit! It's currently sitting at 1.2 million.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
And there's only 9.9 million views. She said 12 million views on that tweet.
Well, the 120 million, I think, was a lot of from everywhere and on Twitter.
Oh.
It was a combination, but she's
Well,
dense.
you can't
She's an
fucking
idiot.
count Twitter views.
I don't know. I don't know where she got that. All I remember is that she thought. she
And
pretended it
unless
was
you make a
positive, but
bank.
it wasn't. Yeah.
Well, I just love how she goes like, you can't take time away from the internet, because this is an actual quote from her. You can't take time away from the internet because it gives them power. I don't like to give them the satisfaction of knowing they hurt me in the moment, she said. You give them a lot of power by taking a social media break.
Bitch,
honey,
unless you're on
you
social media, I don't even think about you.
honey, you've responded to me twice because I called you a hypocrite. Twice on two separate occasions. You responded to me.
She did respond to me once, motherfucker. Remember when she quote tweeted
yeah.
me and her? So I do have one. You only have one up on me.
Yeah,
you haven't gotten the block yet. So you can't
Well,
know
regardless, I mean, she's saying, "Oh, you get the victory over me," when she's responded to you two, like practically schmucks in comparison to her fame. Like the fact that she,
Who am I?
I'm a retard.
That's my point exactly.
I'm an
that she
unpublished
took
writer
the
on
time
YouTube. What the fuck
out
am
of
I, a
her
former
day.
chef? I'm nothing.
She took the time out of her day to go to you guys.
Yeah.
That's why I love her.
And she did it to Dermy twice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I added her on my
That's
video
the first
this week,
time
and I
a
didn't
woman
get
ever
any.
wants to go near Dermy more than once.
Yeah. Maybe I'm the reason Disney specifically said, "Hey, shut the fuck up." Maybe
Have
it's
they
'cause of me.
had they actually said that though?
Well, the first thing that she
It's
posted,
implied.
she took a screenshot of your tweet and put it on her Instagram. And I forget what,
No,
I
that
forget
was,
what it was that you said, but
that was Stenberg. No, that was Stenberg.
That was Stenberg.
Oh,
That was
Stenberg. Oh, okay.
Stenberg, who had no idea that he was actually roasting her.
Yeah, and she thought it was a compliment.
Yeah, she thought it was a compliment. Yeah.
Joe,
they're so fucking idiots.
in Acolyte, I called Amanda Stenberg's little droid thing that she carried around essentially a vibrator, and she screenshotted it and put it on her Finsta, like her fake Instagram account that she like posts memes and stuff on as a like pro her.
She didn't get
Yeah,
it.
because she was too horny.
Well, that's a win, right?
Yeah, it is a win.
Oh, he rode that win for like 2 weeks, held it over us. Look what I did. Look what I did. And we're like, fuck off.
Yeah, when I get something like that, I'm gonna parade that one around.
Yeah, like that time he had Gary say he loves you.
And then Jeremy canceled you.
Well, Jeremy canceled them because Gal put that into motion. Gal gets credit for that one.
No,
Yeah, but it
Jeremy
was still
canceled me
funny.
initially because of Cloud.
No,
Well, no,
he
that's
still
different. That
canceled
wasn't
you.
cancellation. That's just why they don't get sponsors.
Oh, that's true.
No, but now it's you got canceled for Agatha because Gal brought it to everybody's attention, and he was okay with it.
Yeah, everybody was okay with me forcing people to watch Gal. Not
Wow.
Forcing people to watch Agatha. Wow, I'm tarded.
Oh, I can answer that. She got popular because she got the head pat from Steven Spielberg. That's why she got popular.
Oh, you mean Zegler?
Yeah, Zegler got popular because she was anointed by Steven Spielberg.
Oh, that's right. With that shit movie,
West Side Story
the remake. Yeah,
which bombed. She is literally box office poison. She has never made a profit on any movie.
Cloud, I see that you posted this, and this was a potential topic for tonight.
Okay.
We might talk about it here in a bit, just because it's an idea, and I think it might happen. But before we do that, let me get my squats out of the way because it looks like I have 25 now.
Yep.
Because Mother Coconuts just tipped $20. Thank you. Says, hail, my buddy's Uncle Ratfoot. Wait, what? My buddy's Uncle Ratfoot. I'm trying to say this other one. Ricky Ticky. Bobby Woobin. David Krappenstitz.
There's going to be something in here you're not supposed to say, I guarantee.
Yeah. Fat Dennis. Kiwi Frankencop. Beverly Hills Cop 2. Wait, what? Chinese name. Flow Job. Multiple Oprahs. Jitswad Gimlord. Earl Turtle. Or Earl Turlet. I'm careful to read these because there's something. I see it coming up. Tammy Showhole. Oh no, Tammy Shehole. I said Showhole, but I see what's coming up. Darcy O'Queef. Dr. Duckdick. And Jonathan.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
Man, I wish Hiccup Jeremy was here. He would have made that more fun.
That would have been more fun with me going. I don't think I could have read this as Hiccup Jeremy,
and that would have been the fun part.
I would have ended up having to hand it off to you, like I'm about to do right now, because this is an actual thing. Like this exists. And by the way, yeah, okay. Like this is what was said. I don't know it, but like I put it in the private chat.
All right.
Put it in the private chat. That is the exact thing.
Ricky Ticky, Bobby Wobbin, David Krappenschitz, Fat Dennis, Kiwi, Frankencop, Beverly Hills Cop 2. I don't know why Beverly Hills Cop 2 is in it.
Right. I don't know, but Cloud, do you have something to
do
you want to talk about cartoon porn?
Lord Earl Turlet, Tammy She-Hulk, Darcy.
No. Shut up.
Jonathan. You know, there's actually I don't see a trap in there. It's just I think that's just supposed to be a torture read.
Probably because that was awful. But okay, let me do my squats real quick because it's 25, right?
Yep.
I need to rethink life. So let me get
What did he
stuff
say?
set up.
He needs to rethink life.
Yeah.
That's what you get for being a
Make
whore.
fun of me all you want. I don't give a damn anymore.
Hey, your form last time around was a lot better than it was last week.
Well, yeah, that's because Gal's not here.
See, that's what I said. So that does that prove that he does it on purpose, like shit, when she's here,
Maybe.
just to piss her off?
He likes her mothering, so
He likes it rough.
I think
Are we supposed to be counting? Because I'm not.
he counts his own.
So was that 2?
No, he's at
3
4 or 5 now.
I know.
this is 6.
This isn't fun anymore.
He needs to do it while shocking himself.
Yeah, that was funny.
God,
He did
no.
it one time. That was funny that one time. He almost fell over.
Like somehow rig that thing that every time he comes up, it shocks him.
We still need to get him to get the one where we can control the shocking or at least the vibrations.
What we need is Gal to hold a remote on that. I know we need something long distance to work. Just so when he does the squats that aren't good, he gets some.
Well, so I've got this plan. Like, we could hook if he gets a Bluetooth shock collar, we might be able to set it up so that whenever he gets a stream elements of a certain amount, that it just goes off. Like people have done stuff with that with their Twitch notifications and stuff. And there's APIs out there that we can connect it to.
Can we just like put a chip in him or something?
What, like those pagers? Like those pagers that killed everybody?
There we go.
Hey, Dermy. Hey,
Yeah?
Dermy. We've decided we're gonna put a chip in you.
No, I heard all that.
Oh, you did? Okay, damn it.
Yeah. Everything but Joe is what I heard. So there's that. But I have another chat. But before we do that, Gal, Joe, you had to get dip.
Yeah, I'm falling. I'm turning into a pumpkin. Thanks so much for having me. I had a great time.
Oh, you're always welcome back. By the way, I had a wonderful time with you. I need to catch my breath.
I'll talk to Gal and come back sometime soon.
That's right. By the way, all of her links are down in the description down below. Her YouTube channel, her Twitter, and her Kick, by the way. All down below under Joe Rosie. So go check her out, guys. She's a wonderful person and super fun and enjoyable. So love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.
Let me catch my breath real quick. Then I'll get that.
All right, bring up that last thing, Adams. Doesn't look like Shock showing up.
All right. Well, it would have been more fun if Shock was here. It's basically we go back to the Chun-Li Cammy debate, and to me this is a bonus for Chun-Li. This puts points in the Chun-Li category.
That's cheating.
What? It's
Wait.
not cheating.
That's cheating. That's a cosplayer. That's not Chun-Li.
Wait a minute, don't I know that?
I
feel like
Chun-Li.
I've known that chick.
I don't know. I just see it. I see a nice ass. That's what I see.
No, I think that's literally what she's known for. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think that's a legitimate butt model chick who worked on games and actually married a gamer. I don't know if that's the same chick, but I feel like I've seen her before.
Well,
are you saying they all look the same, Bug?
I will neither confirm nor deny what may have or may not have been said.
All I know is that points for Chun-Li. Points for Chun-Li.
Yeah, we're doing this. Points for Cammy. Okay. Points for Cammy.
I mean, yeah, not bad, but that's not quite as sexy as the last one.
It's not.
Listen, I just found one as fast as I could. I could probably find betters if I was, actually like hardcore searching. But I'm scared I would end up pulling a
hardcore.
Yeah. Oh, here's a much better one, I think. God damn it! I don't want a link. I want the image. Why won't you let me open the image?
Because you're gay.
There we go.
You got another stream element.
Well, I saw one of them. Yeah, anonymous for $5. But here we go. Oh, that zoomed in far. Come on.
Listen, I'm not throwing that out of bed, but the Chun-Li wasn't as trying as hard, and did more.
I don't give it's how Cammy has a fucking leotard on. She doesn't have to try hard. All she has to do is show a nice ass. All you have to have is a nice ass, and it'll be perfectly good. By the way, hail Vagabond. Let me get this $5 real quick from Anonymous. Says, "Fuck that hoe Rachel. That bitch ass bitch takes all my roles."
Jenna?
Yeah, I should have been Snow White, and that dirty, filthy slut cum dumpster. No.
Well, There is an actual
Yeah.
article that saying there were others
Yeah?
in the running.
Yes, there is.
I didn't read it yet, though.
Oh, I haven't read it yet. I just know that there was others.
I'm gonna look right
Only
now.
reason that rat dick having cottage cheese ass hairy Mexican, Jesus Christ, got that role was because she let Harvey inside her. I mean,
But
probably.
what does Harvey have to do with Disney?
Maybe everything.
Oh wow. Well, these are rumors now. These are not legitimate. These are rumors that
Yeah.
one of the runners-up was black.
It does not shock me,
Yeah.
considering it's Disney. But here's a topic I forgot I had up. But how many of you guys know or remember a certain game that came out last year? Yeah, it was last year.
There's a few of them.
There's a few of them, Jeremy. You gotta be more
A
specific.
very specific one that came out roughly a year ago called Starfield.
Oh yeah.
The DLC came out today, didn't it?
I didn't even know it was coming out. Starfield's first expansion, Shattered Space, receives mostly negative Steam reviews as game sees peak player count decline by 95%. Now, I do have the player counts here. It's not awful.
Listen, it's gonna have more people. Let's be honest. It's gonna have more people playing it than Outlaws will in 2 months when it comes out.
Well, how many people are playing Outlaws right now?
Nobody. We don't know yet. It's not out yet on
that's
Steam.
right. That's right. It's fucking Ubisoft.
Yeah.
If we take into consideration this number, yeah, it's abysmal. But I actually did some Googling, like Fallout 4, for example. Yeah, it looks bad, but like it still sees a peak, roughly the same player count right now. But it gets trounced when you take into account Skyrim, that like also has massive player counts. But like nobody talks about Starfield. Nobody's engaging with it, and I didn't even know there was a DLC coming out for this game.
Oh, I knew it was coming out.
I knew it was coming out. I forgot it was happening. Yeah.
I think I heard about a DLC when the conversation was first happening, but I nobody talks about it.
Dude, I tried to give Starfield a fair shake. I want my 30 hours back.
I only reason I never gave it a fair shake is because I knew it wasn't going to run well on my computer, and I didn't even want to try. So I got my money back immediately.
I'm eternally happy that I never bought the game, and I just had Xbox Game Pass, and I tried it on there. And neither my Xbox or my PC could play the game.
Now, there are people who like it, but, they're not running around, as far as I know, yelling at those of us or those who are, because I have no dog in this. I never played it. I have no real comment. They're not running around denouncing people for shitting on it. They're just enjoying the game. Those who are left enjoying it in their own way.
They were at the beginning, but the problem is
that was more of Xbox bros yelling at Sony ponies. That's what that was.
That's also
Yeah.
But
yeah. And actually, it was probably more ponies than yelling at the Xbox.
Well, it was all about Starfield versus Spider-Man, and they were all bitching at each other. And
I remember that
fucking
because
fake ass console wars. Motherfuckers weren't there when it really went down.
I remember when people. This was closer to because Spider-Man came out early this year, right?
No, last summer.
Was it last summer?
Last summer. I can go and tell you. I can look up the exact time I streamed it if you want me to.
I could have swore that was.
Nope, it's been a year.
I remember when the Spider-Man game was on its way out, and people it came out buggy, and we had to admit, like, hey, it's a buggy game. But Starfield bros were taking a look at like cans, and we're judging cans and the graphics on cans, and it's like,
yeah, it's been a year.
Yeah.
It was October.
Was
Actually, it's almost a year. Almost a year.
So Starfield came out first.
October 22nd is when I started streaming Spider-Man 2, day of.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out when did Spider-Man come out. Yeah, Spider-Man's on a year now.
October 22nd.
Yeah.
Was when it came out.
And when everybody is talking about Starfield, they talk about Az.
Well, yeah.
Like because I can't believe that people actually have an anniversary date for Az's rant.
Well, there are people who do it as to try and still own him on it or for some weird reason. And then there are those who just do it because they want to laugh about how much Starfield was filled. So it's I don't know.
Well, I
As
mean,
was
the
right.
evidence-
I wish that video was never made though.
Hmm.
Because it got completely taken out of context because of the timeline for that video was all
Mhm.
out of whack.
Also, for me, I got tired of hearing the "It's Boring" song that was made out of it. I got tired of
Yeah.
hearing that, honestly.
The boring song lasted for about a month, and then people way overplayed it.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, and then, I mean, right, listening to it now would probably be fine because it's been so long since you've heard it.
Nope, not with my memory. I don't want to hear it again.
There was a boring song.
Yeah, there was people. There
Somebody-
was multiple versions.
They supercut of Az's rant. This is boring, and then they did a whole supercut of it into like a sort of a rhythm, almost rap type thing.
I think there was like 3 of them because I remember there was one made by actually 2 were made by like CG people that actually thought it was a good thing, and they made some edits.
Well,
of
I
it.
never saw this. I never saw the CG ones because I don't pay attention to those fucktwats.
But here we'll hit this real quick just because it's a rumor that's going around. I don't know if it's true. And I see Vagabond did just tip $5. So thank you, Vagabond. You are awesome, man. Huh? And if you, by the way, if you had a chat or anything, just post it in there. If you just like, if you didn't see it or anything, just I'll read it. Don't you worry. But so this is going around. Tencent and I'm not going to be able to say this name. Guillemot family are reportedly looking at buying out Ubisoft. Multiple games have underperformed in sales this year. Company has lost more than half its market value this year.
All right.
And
well, I mean, I've been predicting this shit. I thought it was going to happen next year. Jed said it was likely to happen this year. So
It could still happen next year. There's not much time.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot. When I said next year, I meant I thought it wouldn't happen until Shadows failed and it dropped the stock price lower. That's what I meant.
And to be fair, like if the laws are applied equally, there's a chance this doesn't even go through due to some EU regulations. Because they could classify this as a monopoly. Like that's an actual thing that can happen. They tried to do that with Xbox, remember?
Mm-hmm. Now, the thing is this, though. I said that I've said a couple times that if Ubisoft does get absorbed by another company, that it would be a chance for them to easily fix the problems. Problem is, if it's something like Tencent, ain't nothing can get fixed.
Nope.
Ain't nothing get fixed.
You're just going to become the worse.
Yeah. You know what? So actually, that's an interesting thought because a lot of people are freaking out about Tencent, the Big Daddy China, scooping up Ubisoft. And it's like, well, but wait, if they keep pushing the DEI shit, that's just going to tank it even more. Like they're not going to be able to do anything with it. So I don't have a problem with that. Take money away from those assholes too. Fuck them.
Yeah. It just makes me not buy it even more.
I'm not going to give them money. Like, I know I've been told, hey, go play fucking what is it? Genshin Impact. Play Genshin Impact. Play Genshin Impact. Hoyoverse. I mean, Tencent is big in there. Huh?
Just no, I don't. You want to play Genshin Impact? No, I don't want to play gambling simulator with anime titties. No thanks.
Yeah. Although I heard this a couple days ago. I saw an article that the people at Hoyoverse are looking to do a traditional RPG in a more standard style. So that caught my attention.
There's a interesting stuff that Hoyoverse does, and like I'm not opposed to playing Genshin, but I don't want to support Tencent. I
was always opposed to Genshin on the simple fact that I don't want to play pre-designed characters. That was my original when we're talking when it first came out. I'm like, wait a minute, why do I want to be these characters? Can I make a custom? All right, fuck it, I'm out of there.
I didn't like the idea of Genshin because you have to. Bug's right, it is gambling, even though they've apparently made it a whole lot like free to play friendly and easier to play if you don't want to spend money. But I'm just like, but I have to make a party. That means I have to try to get the best fucking characters. I have to get the best stuff. So then why even try? I don't like these styles of games. I don't like the kind of, it's not gacha, but it is gacha.
It's close enough.
Yeah. Like the only time, like I'll play Duel Links, for example, Yu-Gi-Oh. But that makes more sense in their system because you're buying packs of cards and you're trying to get the thing. I don't like it, but it's more realistic.
To be fair, you're just buying digital shit.
Yeah, I'm buying digital, but it is like you understand why you're doing it. It actually plays into like the universe itself. Like even the show, sometimes they bought cards and it's random pulls. You don't know what you're doing, but that also plays to the actual like real life game. You don't know what you're grabbing. I'm more okay with that. I don't like it in Master Duel, which I'll play now and then because that is not free to play friendly at all. And if you want to get cards at all, you have to chip out a buttload of fucking money. Insane amounts of money, like hundreds of dollars just to even attempt to be competitive. It's not fun. I don't want to do that for Genshin when I can get a character that looks cool but is a crappy version of said character. No. That's not even fun. Like they have the rarity rates. So why don't I just do a mission to unlock character? Why do I have to try to pull character? That's not fun. If it's all about characters, then I should be able to just unlock them naturally.
It's all about monetization.
It's stupid and retarded. And Bug just tipped $3.33, by the way. So
What?
thank you, Bug. Yeah,
What? No. What? No.
Yeah, it says Bug. So thank you for that $3.33, Bug.
No.
Huh?
No, I
Disavow.
did not do. I
Disavow.
disavow. What the fuck?
Disavow.
Well, he says,
Why?
I'll never openly admit it, but I like Sarah Jessica Parker. Does that make me a brony?
That's
face like a
borderline
horse.
Hank Uger.
Hold on.
Huh?
Just
What is
disavow.
I need to Google that. Hold on.
Sarah Jessica Parker. She's got a face like a horse. You know, Sex in the City.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I had to look her up. Oh, fuck. No. God.
Oh.
Oh, she used to be
Oh God.
Like
Yeah,
in the
no,
80s,
Wait, who
like
said that?
in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. No, I'm sorry. Not Fast Times at Ridgemont. No, that's something else. No, in
well,
Desperately, no, not Desperately Seeking Suit. No. Well,
I'm trying to think what I
in
know.
the very
which
early
thing.
days, she wasn't bad, but by the time we get Sex in the City, it's like no.
Hocus Pocus. She was hot in Hocus Pocus.
That's a lot of makeup and a lot of lift.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not gonna lie there. Like she was hot here. I can admit to that. And she was the sister that was like, you could do anything to me. Now we're talking fucking night and day.
Yeah, she
Jesus
grew. Yeah, she's like
Christ.
Matthew Broderick doesn't have a career anymore because she sucked the soul out of him.
Jesus
Damn, look at that
Christ.
schnoz.
That is.
Well, listen, Sarah.
How
Jessica,
do you get a? Oh yeah, your nose keeps growing.
Sarah
constantly.
Jessica Parker is like the reason that a lot of women grew up fucked up because of Sex in the City.
I could believe that.
You might not be wrong. I never watched that shit.
I watched it because of titties. Kim Cattrall got naked all the time in that show, man.
Wait, there was actual titties in that show?
Kim Cattrall was
actually
naked
HBO
all the
show, wasn't
time
it?
in that show, man. Yeah. Kim Cattrall was naked all the time in that show, man. It was great.
Oh, fuck. Wait, is this the new Sarah? Oh, God. They try to do sexy Sarah Jessica Parker in the latest Hocus Pocus, apparently, like the sequel movie. It does not work as well.
No.
Because she looks more like a guy.
Yeah.
She actually looks more like a trans person here. I'm not lying.
You're not wrong. She's also a lunatic.
She looks like a trans.
So Cloud has a chance now.
Yeah, Cloud has more of a chance now with Sarah Jessica Parker.
Go fuck yourself.
Would that be a good idea to set Cloud up with Sarah Jessica Parker?
Go fuck
It'd
yourself.
be funny.
Listen, Matthew Broderick would probably be okay with it because, he doesn't care anymore.
Well, I mean, does Matthew Broderick even have like a career?
No, because she sucked his soul out.
It'd be karma for Godzilla 98.
God. Yeah.
Don't try to defend that movie.
I liked it when I was a kid, and then I watched it again or later on. And it's like, no, that's a bad
Yeah, well,
Listen,
all kids like jingling keys when they were little. Now,
when it came out, we all tried to convince ourselves it was good, and then that didn't hold up very long. So
no.
I remember trying to convince myself it was good, and I realized no, this movie is shit.
I didn't mind the animated series they made.
It was a Saturday morning cartoon. It was he
Yeah, it was
actually
a Saturday
fought
morning.
he actually fought kaiju, so there was nothing wrong with
Yeah.
it. But
He fought kaijus, and then they even did like Mecha Godzilla.
Kaiju.
I never watched it that long. I never watched it that long.
They have a Mecha Godzilla arc, and what now their
Well,
Mecha Godzilla was shit, and it was the aliens, so like the actual aliens from Godzilla lore. They were
the Gorilla Men.
I don't remember what they were called, but they were trying to do something and stuff, and they found the corpse of Godzilla's mom, and they mechanized her, and it was not a good looking thing, but at least they were trying. So
I preferred in Final Wars where the actual Godzilla like one shots that shitty thing into nothingness, and it was just done.
Yeah, because Japan bought that version of Godzilla, reclassified it as a Zilla, and then killed it because they hated it so much.
It was tiny too. It wasn't very big, kaiju
No, it
wise.
wasn't. Yeah, it was kind of pathetic, but I think we're coming up on the end of it. There's not much to talk about, and I still need to edit my toxic fan video for tomorrow. Godzilla fought Jews?
Well, Adam, can you confirm?
How did we get there? I don't know. How
Because
did we
it
get
fought
here?
the Kai Jews.
Ah,
Womp womp. Moving on.
yeah, that's you get shamed for that one. That's shame. I need to get a shame bell. I just need to get a shame bell. Like
It was all about, well, you know, gay bathhouses and everybody. It's all about round the clock sex. It's all, come on, man.
There's no way to pull out of that. I had to play something.
No, yeah, bad pullout game, huh?
Yeah, like even Tipples was way too good for that. That was a bad joke. So, on that note, though, Static, where can the people find you?
You can find me over on my channel, Static 2020. Also, go follow my Rumble channel, Static 2020, because next Thursday we will be doing the weekend pregame on Pizzagate and the Hillary Clinton emails and all of that goes into that. For the recent events has brought all that back into my timeline. So we're going to go visit all of that stuff and kind of educate people who maybe never went through that. So yeah, and then Monday Night Bloodbath, and then Saturday tomorrow. I'll be on a little later than usual, but I'll be streaming The Witcher 3.
And I'll be doing Final Fantasy 16 again. I did get another stream key for another game, but I need to talk to that person first. So just discuss like, hey, what do you want me to do with this? Like review it or what? But I'm more interested in that game because it's a card game, and I like card games. But Adam.
Tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, our final episode of This Is Mortal Country for Rings of Power Season 2. It's probably gonna be a doozy. There's a lot of stupid.
GHAL watched it.
She has watched it.
Apparently, she watched it.
Have you watched it?
No.
Then
I
shut
saw
up.
So my dad turns shit on just to have sound.
Yeah.
And I was going to work this morning, and
You heard it.
He was watching it, and I took one look at the screen. I was like, "What is this? Why is there meteors and stuff like that? What the fuck?"
I know exactly the scene you're talking about. That's the beginning. That's the beginning right there.
I was just.
All right, so during mentioning it, GHAL will be guesting tomorrow night because Jed is on the road. He can't be there. Him and Rachel are on the road, so they won't be there. So we're going to be finishing that up. I'll be on Saturday for whatever pain that brings. Sunday roundtable, we'll be talking about the week's events. As usual, internet did deliver. Monday, Mel Mondays, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And then we will see what next week brings. No more reviewing Rings of Power. So there's a giant emptiness in my life. I don't get to roast on it this week, so we'll see what next week brings. As always, on my gaming channel, we'll be playing Dragon Age Inquisition leading up to Veilguard in less than 20 days. Oh, no, I'm sorry, less than 30 days now, about 25 days. So join me for that on my gaming channel, Renaissance Art Arcade. And yeah, that's it. And as always, fuck you, Dermy.
Well, fuck you. Well, fuck you right in your Jew asshole.
That sounded very gay.
Yeah, why would you even say that?
You know, I wanted to say fuck Jew, but I thought I could make something more clever up, and it kind of failed. So fuck
Shut up.
Jew.
Shut up, faggot.
Oh, real quick. If you were watching Twitter, I decided to find a bunch of retarded individuals last night because I couldn't sleep, including Mr.
That's why you
Tardis.
were up at 2 a.m. Like, why is he up this late right now?
Yeah, I just couldn't sleep. Including Mr. Tardis. And at one point in time, because I started just busting out the slurs, calling them retarded, calling them faggots, calling them that. And they're like, you need to come up with new slurs, use new slurs. And it's like, I can't
Why?
use new slurs.
You took them all.
I'm incapable because the only other slur I could probably think of is the N-word, and I get nuked for that one. You don't want me to do more slurs because then you'll cry about it.
Just
So
use
I'm
the good
using
old fashions. They work.
Yeah, I'm using the good old fashions, retarded faggot. And guess what? I get a card for both of those.
Oh, you know what? You know what? Use some old timey racisms. You know, use old timey racism.
I should
Use picture memes. They never get you for that.
They can. They have been getting people for like using the picture memes to say go off yourself.
Yeah, but
and
that's
things
a
like
different
that.
thing.
But that's why when you want to tell somebody to go off themselves, you just say keep yourself safe. Yeah, just say keep yourself safe because that's KYS.
Anyway, subscribe to my channel. Go watch my Rings of Power season finale review.
Wait, use that one?
Yeah, do you not understand what that is? Right there. Go back to it.
The carrot.
No, that's a
Oh,
that's
razor
fact.
blade meets wrist.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's smart.
Side to side for
That's
attention,
smart.
down the length for accuracy.
Speaking of people that you know cut for attention, Cloud, how are you?
That was mean.
Damn.
You should feel bad for that one. He's not cutting himself for attention. He's cutting himself because you hurt him so much.
I'm questioning why I continue to come on here.
Because you love us and we love you.
You love making fun of me.
You need someone to tell you how it is,
It's
man.
called being friends, Cloud. We talked about busting loads on Rachel Zegler's face tonight.
No. You talked about it. We just
Well,
said
Joe got it on what? Joe joined in. God, how is it that we're worse without GHAL? What does she really keep us together and keep us in line?
No, not
do you
me.
really need to
I'm
ask
just
that
as bad
question?
when she's here. What are you talking about? I'm just as bad as I normally am.
Cloud, sit up straight when you're addressing me, by the way. Cloud, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. Could be better. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter complaining about shit. And then join us tomorrow night in the Fellowship Discord for the thing. At
What's the
8
thing?
p.m. 8 p.m. Central Time.
What's the movie?
The Thing.
You fuckface.
That's not very descriptive. What's the thing?
I'm gonna beat you senseless.
I was trying to do a bad dad joke there.
You're not talking to your dick,
Oh,
Cloud.
you're
Stop
trying
it.
to do an Abbott and Costello.
Yeah. Who's on first base? Who? That's what I'm saying. Person. Who? Anyways, Bug. Wrap this.
Cloud, I hope you catch all the shinies tonight.
I'll be catching shinies tomorrow.
Wait, Dermy talked about
Yep,
buying
we're
loads
chatting.
on her face. Everyone else were just innocent bystanders. Yeah, usually. Bug.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Bug. I do a lot of stuff and talking about the superheroes and whatnot. I also apparently make action figures that people like to look at, because that was a fun thing on Twitter. I've done a couple of videos. My most recent video was talking about Transformers 1, everyone was gassing that thing up, and I just said, no, that movie is actually not that good. Check it out. I also do memes, I edit, whatnot, and I occasionally pop on other people's channels like Ballbusters and Middle Mondays and Chatterdays or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to be doing since I have nothing to do since Flash is off in, I think it's LA right now, so I have no Flash cast to do. So, yay!
Sleep?
Yeah. Sleep is for the weak, although I'm sleeping.
I don't know, man. I can't sleep. It's just like I get restless when I have nothing to do. It's just like
I understand that. That's what you could do. You could fuck.
Well, at least I'll be doing something more than Cloud does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
This is why he cuts himself.
Catching shinies is hard work, man.
Well, he hasn't been successful at catching shinies now, has he?
He's been too busy
It's
polishing.
it's not easy. He keeps falling asleep.
Yeah, it's true. You know, Cloud hasn't even told us about how any shinies he's catched or, you know, what Pokemon
I wonder
he's caught.
why.
Cloud,
What?
do we need to have like a sit down conversation and like go over your issues and stuff?
What?
Like what bothers you in life?
You.
So I'm just imagine, you know what, this is a skit we need to do is like Cloud and me sitting down in like a therapy session and like, so Cloud, tell me what ails you? Just imagine me being his therapist.
I want a refund.
Do I still owe squats? No, I did 25. I'm good. Fuck off.
Yeah, he's good.
But anyways, guys, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for spending time. And again, tomorrow, hopefully around noonish, I will have my own fake fan video. Well, yeah, not fake fan. I was even doing that during the video. Toxic fan discussion video where I'm debunking the whole term and the whole moniker because it's only used arbitrarily to people that disagree with certain political notions and stuff, and that's what makes you a toxic fan. And I'm using Mr. Tard as the perfect encapsulation of why it is a fake term. And I'm doing a bit of a different video on this one, so check that one out. And obviously, this is Mordor Country. Oh, this is the last one. I just gotta get through this one. Then I get a Saturday off. Then I can take a Saturday off and like completely decompress and avoid any and all notion of the show for a little while before I start really becoming more like Cloud and, you know what, not doing it for attention. Then on, of course, Saturday Charity, where I'll be continuing to play Final Fantasy 16 and getting further in that, and then Dermy's Triple D's every Sunday through Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So check it all out. And until next time, guys. Yeah.